By the way, a lot of people pointed out what an asshole Scott DePace was yesterday when he was arguing about the AIG controversy and the bailout and bonuses thing. He was saying that the AIG guys should get their bonuses. And he says, it's funny. Scott DePace used the argument. By the way, 100 people wrote this, and I missed it yesterday. Scott DePace, while discussing the AIG bailout bonuses, Scott goes, the executives should get their bonuses because it was written for in a legal contract. And then he said that the contractually and legally agreed to terms between the car companies and unions should be dissolved. He contradicts himself.
Right.
He says, like most Republicans, he's only
like
for
unions.
the executives.
Yeah, he doesn't
he's
like
not
unions.
for the working man.
So the union contract should be thrown out and disregarded.
But these contracts should be honored.
Yeah. And also about the dog advice. I received a email from Sam Simon, who works with animals, and said I was 100% correct that you should never hit your dog. He said, as one of the nation's largest providers of free certified assistance dogs for the deaf, I must comment on your theories of dog training. Howard, you are unequivocally 100% correct. Hitting your dog accomplishes nothing. And the methods you described are the ones my trainers use for dogs that achieve the most elite level of training. Furthermore, I wonder why someone like Scott DePace would even get a dog. It appears that DePace, like his right-wing politics, is cruel and without empathy or compassion. I've heard that even Hitler was nice to his dog. Sadly, the same cannot be said of Scott DePace.
Yes, DePace said on the wrap-up show he would continue doing whatever he described here yesterday, and then in about a month it would work.
Yeah, and even like Jason said to me, isn't that a sign of low intelligence that, you gave him some really good advice, he asked for advice, and then he just can't absorb it. He can't. The Sam Simon Foundation will be happy to rescue Scott DePace's dog and find it a loving forever home.
Oh.
Where they don't hit.
Yeah, where they don't hit. Hitting a dog, right, Fred? You've got dogs.
No, dude, you just don't do that. It's like, it just makes them crazy, and it doesn't change the behavior. It just makes them afraid of you.
Right. Scott, you were busted by the audience. What is your argument on this AIG thing? Forget the dog. You respect the contracts of the executives, but you don't respect union contracts.
They're not comparable.
Why?
But, well, in the case of the car companies, my argument is that the unions are largely at fault for causing the company to fail.
That's
the
not
AIG.
true.
Hold on, that's my argument. The AIG contracts have nothing to do with AIG failing.
Well, you could blame the executives for not getting the job done properly.
It does
No,
have
but these bonuses. Did you read the op-ed that I sent you?
Yes, I did.
And what did you think of that?
There are some executives who had nothing to do with the failing of AIG, and they were promised bonuses, and now they're not getting them, and they're upset about it.
So the guy's working for nothing.
I understand that. But for the most part, you understand, in the one breath you say you have to honor contracts at AIG, but you're saying you don't have to honor union contracts.
No, I'm
can't
not
have it
saying
both
that.
ways.
I'm saying
That's
that
what
if
you
we're
said.
going to dump money into a company to make it work, you need to make sure that it's going to work from the start, or else you don't do it.
And secondly,
and in the case of the contracts, the union contracts, from what I hear, it costs $75 an hour for an American car company to make.
I've heard that figure is misleading.
And it's $45 for the foreign cars. You can't compete like that.
And secondly, Sam Simon says what you're doing is wrong. Every expert that
Tell Sam to go sit back on his mansion and just
every expert that is employed by the Sam Simon Foundation, and there's many, all are dog trainers, agree with me.
Have you ever spoken to a dog trainer?
I could care less, Fred. I've had dogs my whole life.
Don't ask me again for advice.
Behaved?
Don't ask me again for advice and then ignore it.
Well, just because I got your advice doesn't mean I have to take it as gospel.
You should be hitting your dog?
I don't. It's not like the dog yelps when I hit her.
Oh, come on.
It's a tap on the ass, and she knows she did wrong.
Then a tap on the ass isn't going to teach her anything.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
And then I throw her outside.
Not only that, she's not doesn't even understand why you're doing it.
She does.
No.
She goes on. All right, then why yell? What's the difference? Does a lion tamer not use a whip? What do you want him to just talk to the lion?
He's
a fucking lion. Well, what's the difference?
Lions eat people. Dogs are loyal pack animals.
What's the difference between a lion and a horse? Does a horse use a whip?
I saw the most.
I mean,
if you are not a dog lover after this, there is a video going around on the internet. Kid Chris sent it to me. I should send it to you guys.
Yeah.
Picture this: a dog is it's a like a homeless dog or so, or a dog that's lost, walking on a busy highway, four lanes. The dog gets hit by a car.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Miraculously, it looks like the dog's dead. It's laying there in the middle, and all the cars are just going and going and going. No one's stopping. Another dog sees this, runs out to help the dog, and she wants to drag the dog to the side of the road to help the dog. It doesn't use its mouth because she knows the mouth would hurt the dog. Pushes with her paws to move this dog. And this is a big dog. Pushes the dog to the other side of the street. Finally, people start to notice. And they stop cars, and they try to help the dog move the dog. And it turns out both dogs are fine, and even the one that got hit is perfectly fine. Minor injuries.
Wow.
But imagine this dog is so loyal to another dog, and it tried to move the dog to safety. I mean, that's the most moving thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
You're never going to find. You're going to compare a dog to a fucking tiger?
No, I'm just saying that they're animals. At the end of the day, they're animals, and they understand.
Do you need to mistreat them? Because
I'm not mistreating. I'm loving that dog. I'm telling that dog how she's going to do well in my family.
Tell her, don't hit her.
Yeah, she doesn't speak.
You can tell her. She does. They understand. They understand. What do you got, a lab?
Yeah.
A lab is as bright as a 3-year-old and can understand a vocabulary.
Actually, I think the lab might be smarter than you.
Yeah.
Fred, you know what? I question your intelligence sometimes too, pal.
Oh, come on. Fred's intelligence?
Yeah.
You think you're smarter than Fred?
Bring it on, dude.
Sure, let's take an IQ test.
Bring it on.
Let's take
No
an
way
IQ
you'll
test.
beat Fred.
I think I might. I think Fred has a great memory, but that's about it.
No, it's more than memory. The guy's got basic
Well,
intelligence.
listen, don't attack me. I'm quite intelligent.
It was a joke. It wasn't an attack.
You're also
Fred,
Should I hit you with a newspaper to see that you understand it?
What do you
You're
want
also
to go up
type A,
against
aren't
Fred
you?
and name the subject? Name it.
No, an IQ test would be fair.
IQ test?
Sure.
He'll beat you. My money's on him.
Well, let's see.
Scott, I think you're a bright guy, but you're not smart.
Let's bring it on.
Fred, you think you'll beat him in an IQ test? Any
I have
chance
no
I could lose
idea.
money here?
I'm not going to take it.
You won't?
No, because I don't like IQ tests.
You don't want to
Yeah,
know.
what was an IQ test for someone of our age? What does that consist of? Logic questions, like basic?
Yeah, logic, command the
Patterns.
language, patterns, spatial.
Right.
Hey, listen.
Memory?
Let me tell you
Anyway,
something.
my
Memory
dog
has a lot
loves
of
Fred, I'll tell you why Fred's smarter than you. Number one, you see him on this Win Fred's Money. The guy knows tons of shit.
It's
He's
unreal.
got great memory. Awesome.
More than memory.
Yeah, but that's knowledge.
He's got knowledge.
I'm not saying
Secondly,
he's stupid.
he
I'm
plays
just
gu-
saying I am not.
He plays an instrument. That shows me a high mathematical ability.
I was great in math.
Yeah, but can you play guitar?
No, I've never.
play any
I've
instruments?
never bothered. No.
Yeah, he's got a basic curiosity.
Can he play
that
golf?
Howard,
Can he play golf?
Can he play golf?
Any idiot can play golf.
Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead. Let's see what brilliant Gary has
He
to say.
doesn't play
now.
music because he thinks it's stupid. He said as much. He thinks
It's a
stupid.
waste of
What
time.
do you mean? What did he tell you? What do you mean it's a waste of time? What does he talk about?
He thinks that to send your kid to take music lessons when you know that they're not going to be great at it is a complete waste of time.
That's-
Then why-
Gary,
I know that.
Gary cannot even say
But
what.
then why
that's
golf
not
if you're
what
never gonna
I
be genius?
said. It's not what I said.
What'd you say,
I
Johnny?
said that I would not be one to if my child wanted to go to a college that it was all about music. I wouldn't support that.
You didn't
Why?
say
Because
college. You said you wouldn't let your kid take lessons even as a grammar school kid.
no, I wouldn't.
Yes, you
I
did.
just
You said
said
it
that
from
I
the
would.
office.
I do not want to support. This thinking that you're going to get rich through music because I
You said
realize
Rich,
what
what
it
if you
get
just enjoy playing music?
to have fun. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But if you start taking it serious, it's.
There's been seriously. There's been
taking it
studies
serious.
that have been done that prove when kids take music courses and play music, it improves the right side of the brain, which is the math section, the language section.
Listen, you
it
guys
makes them better students.
Go back and look at that refrigerator back there in the kitchen and see the thousands of CDs that are sitting there that people put their life and heart into, and they get nothing out
Scott,
of it.
you really sound like a
getting apples
McCarthy
and
era.
oranges.
He's not,
It's
here's,
a waste.
here's the thing. He's not being honest because he's saying
Yes, I am.
this was about going to college. That I understand.
Right.
We had a long conversation in front of the entire office. Everyone will back me up. That if your son wanted to play an instrument, it would be okay, but you would not push your child to play an instrument now because you think that it's a dead end and that they're not going to learn anything
Understand the
from it.
difference.
Does
If he came to me and said he wanted to play, I'd say sure, go ahead, that's fine. But I'm not going to sit there and go, you need to take guitar lessons because that's the way to the future.
No, but you might
wanna know
say
something.
that's not the
I'm going
reason
to
to
tell you
do
why
it.
100% wrong. My father, in fact, forced me to take piano. He didn't force me, but he said, "Look, I really think you should take piano." He didn't think I was going to be the next Beatles, but he said, gee, in my life, I always wished I knew an instrument,
Me too, man.
and I always wished that.
Well, I don't. Understand these are your opinions.
That's
listen,
because you have no imagination.
Knowing how to play an instrument is so much fun in life that you bond with other people through it.
I'm envious.
It's a language. It's like learning Spanish or learning something. It's something that
but
brings
you never learned
closer to
sports. Isn't that aren't you missing there?
Scott,
Scott,
I am, and I wish I had.
Scott,
That's what I'm telling you. I wasn't going to be Babe Ruth, but the fact is, I wish I had been more active in my earlier life. I have a big regret about that.
And what do you think is more important, sports or music?
Both.
Yeah, but Scott, playing piano or guitar, you could do it when you're 80 years old.
You don't have to choose one or the other. It's called an enrichment in life.
My opinion.
Why read a book?
But he feels like
Why
play
golf? Why?
Because it's fun. I do it for fun. I would never sit there and quit my job thinking I'm going to join the pro tour.
Do you want your kid to read literature?
Sure.
Why? He's not going to be an author.
Right. Because come on. That's
what do you mean?
Don't you think it's a quantum leap to say that because you encourage your son to take an instrument, that in 15 years he's going to throw his life away trying to follow that dream? You're just letting him play music, have fun. It opens up a whole world.
I am saying there are many other things I would choose over music that I would encourage him to do.
See,
That's at the bottom of my list.
This is where behind his back. This is where behind his back we have the conversation like maybe he's not that bright.
No, but Scott, you sound like you're anti-creativity.
Because this guy
right. He is anti-creativity.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you why you're not bright. I'll tell you why you're not bright, and here's the reason.
Do I have to sit here and listen to this?
People who are cavemen
because I'm so smart,
beat
I should
animals
listen to
into
this.
submission. I don't need to beat anything. I don't need to hit my kid. I don't need to hit my dog. I can look at a dog and reason with a dog. That's how bright I am. See? You, on the other hand, are like a caveman. You say, I get frustrated, I'll hit the dog.
Look, I have had dogs my whole life, a lot more than you ever have.
And you've done the wrong thing.
And it's always been right. It's always been perfect. I've always had a great dog.
And
so how come it's not working now?
There's a proven track record, and I'm going to continue because I haven't been doing it too long. My wife made me do this stupid squirt bottle crap and listen to the guys like you. So my way will work. Don't worry about it.
It won't.
It will.
Trust me, that dog can be eating your pot roast when your back is turned.
Yeah.
That dog's not loyal to you.
So I should listen to Howard and go, no. Or whatever the hell
something that's a step in the right direction.
Right.
Any dog expert will back him up. No dog expert backs you up.
I don't need a dog expert.
Scott, when I was a kid, my father, we literally spent hours hitting grounders and everything.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun, but I really wish half of that time was spent on learning an instrument.
Great. What would they have done for you? I don't get it.
What do you mean, what would have done?
You know what? It's fun. It's like your golf. It's fun.
I'll tell you what, in the profession I'm in now.
I don't say you shouldn't. I'm telling you my opinion about my son. So I'm not going to push him towards music. I will push him towards golf.
Music is a very important part of life.
I agree.
And for a child to have an understanding of music theory is an advanced child. And you're giving them something. It's like swimming. You're giving them something that's...
I don't see it. Can you explain that? Music theory, why?
Because you're a bore. This is one of man's greatest inventions, music. It soothes the soul.
Yeah.
It's educational.
Have you ever played an instrument, Scott?
When you play an instrument...
I took 2 drum lessons and quit.
When you play an instrument with other people...
Comment.
When you play an instrument with other...
Fine. Have you ever...
When you see these musicians...
Howard's never played golf. He can't comment on golf.
When you see but that's something I should learn about. There's a lot of things to learn about. You got to prioritize.
Yeah.
And your priorities are out of order.
Oh, according
Golf
to you,
is not more
Mr.
important
Expert,
than music.
You're going to list my priorities?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, because you're not advanced. You're a very, very simple human being.
You teach your son to be closed-minded in that area. That's horrible.
Yeah,
you realize how wrong you are. These are opinions of yours.
No, I don't realize how wrong I am. I'm trying to help you now because you're not as advanced as I am. I'm very, very bright. I'm considered a genius in a lot of areas. So why would you assume you know what you're doing?
I'll take an IQ test against you,
Why would you assume you know more than I do?
Why would you assume you know more than I do?
Because I'm a genius.
Well, I am the genius, too.
No, you're not. You've not excelled in anything.
Okay, Howard.
You haven't.
So
I have.
You've excelled in one area. I agree. You've excelled in radio.
Well, how many areas have you excelled? How many areas have you excelled in?
Oh, man, I don't know.
So don't belittle my genius. So assume that you're at the feet of a master now.
You're a genius
and you're learning from
in
me.
radio.
No, I'm a genius.
Not life.
They don't just say you're just a genius in radio. I'm a genius. They didn't walk around. Einstein's a genius only in math. He's a genius. When you're a genius, it's like being a doctor. You're a doctor. You're a doctor. You're a genius. You're a genius. I'm a genius. Not many people are. Well, I happen to be a genius.
Who in this room do you think you're smarter than? List it.
Everyone.
I think he thinks he's smarter than everyone. He's like
you think you're smarter than everyone in here?
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Listen, I don't think you're stupid. I'm just saying.
think they're smarter than everyone.
I'm done trying to help you.
That's ridiculous.
Scott, I'm done trying.
I certainly am smart. Benji might be up
Scott,
there.
I'm done trying to help you. I'm officially announcing now. Others can help you if they want to.
All right, good.
Dude,
I don't need any help. I don't want any help.
It's a lost cause.
That's
How
the
many
point.
people would love to have an audience with me where I concentrate on their problems and their areas where they need improvement? Many.
Well,
And
I'm
I've
not one of
given
them,
this
I
to
guess.
you, but this gift is no longer available to you. I've
You're
tried.
on your own
I can
now.
help you, though, if you'd like.
That's okay. I don't need it. I'm evolved. You can leave.
evolved.
Thank you. All right.
I mean, if your son came to you
I
and
think
said,
the
I
only
want
way
to
he's
play
going to
the
help
guitar,
you if he removes half your brain. That's
We're
how he can
done.
help.
all
It's
right,
done.
okay.
I mean,
if your son wants to play the guitar, you're not going to say that's great.
I said sure. I'll sign him up tomorrow for lessons. That's not the point.
All right, thank you.
The point was, am I going to
Thank
say
you.
need to go play guitar to be a better person? No, that's not going to come from me.
No, you don't say to be a better
That's
person.
what this is all about.
No, you're saying you're planning on giving your son life lessons and advice.
Yes.
One of the things you should offer to him is music lessons because it's important. You know,
I don't see
understanding music. I'll give you an example why music theory is important. My dad, the reason he was hung up on it. My dad decided to become a recording engineer. And as a recording engineer, he worked on many commercials. His partner, who had a musical background and could play piano and sing, actually, he became a very valuable recording engineer because whoever came in wanted a guy. They wanted to work with a fellow musician. He understood music and how to cut on the beat and all this stuff. It made him a better engineer.
All right.
My father said, if I had this piece of education, if I had this information, not that he was in music, but understanding music theory would have given him the language to be a better recording engineer. And
could
so he
say that for
recognized,
everything.
well, of course. That's why my daughter's fluent in Spanish. Now, when she went out to look for work, her job now, they pay her more money because she knows Spanish. She's invaluable to them. She's interpreting
I agree.
every
Spanish
20
is great.
seconds. Only
I agree with
because
that one.
she's a good kid. There's a lot of good kids out there, but she's got a skill. So what you try to do is, as a parent, to take the skills that are golf's a skill too, and it's
Right.
good for business. You go out
great
on the
for
golf
business.
course.
I would
your
argue
buddies,
better for business than
There's
music
something
is.
very important about an athletic background, but even more important is to give them the language of music and theory. Not that they're going to become the Beatles. Maybe they will. That's wonderful.
And
you know,
that's what I don't want.
I'll tell you my frustration.
You don't want you to become a Beatle?
I don't
When
want
I
them to
said-
think that they're going to be the Beatles and
No.
then
He
doesn't
waste
want
their
them to
life,
think is what
waste
it's
their
called.
That's
education, waste their
delusional.
time.
That's delusional.
No, that's what happens.
No,
how
it
many
doesn't.
again? How
Listen,
many records
I'll
back
give you an
there?
example.
All those guys, I guarantee you, they don't have
The
normal jobs.
late,
And if they do,
great
they're
Sam
horrible.
Kinison used to do this show. And Sam would come in, and Sam was a pretty good guitar player. Now, Sam is a stand-up comic. He would dabble in guitar. And there was nothing cooler when Sam would come in. He said to me, hey, why don't you go up on stage with me? We'll jam. Now, I can play basic guitar. I'm not any good. I wasn't as good as like Sam was. But I could get up and jam with him in this language. And it was terrific. And, even you want your sons to get laid.
Howard,
Girls
these
melt. When Fred, who is a complete, almost a sociopath, and not even able to communicate with
If
human
that's
beings.
what's gonna make a girl
he would
melt,
sit
then I
down
don't
and
want that
play.
girl
He
for
would
my
sit
daughter-
down and
for my
play.
son.
He would sit down and play guitar. I saw beautiful women melt at his feet.
It's ridiculous.
There's a man who has tremendous problems.
So there you
And
go.
you're saying
Your
telling me-
hero, Richard Nixon, played brilliant piano
He's
before
not my
he
hero.
trashed the country.
My hero. Reagan's my hero.
Like, as a comedian, I would love
Another
to be able
genius.
to write a funny song on guitar.
He was a genius.
That's the point. And even you're a director.
Howard, you're biased.
You're a director.
You're biased. You're an entertainer.
No, well,
And
listen,
that's why you
you're in
think it's
show
all
business.
about-
You're a director. If you understood music and music theory,
Yeah.
when
I
we have
agree.
musicians in here, you'd
I
be able to
agree.
have a certain understanding of what you should be even filming.
I agree. I agree. For that
Yeah.
one little part. Yeah.
It's a very important part of life.
You know what? I'll use, DePace's argument
could-
against him. Why did you invent the video caddy? Do you think the world was really waiting for another piece of useless junk?
Yeah, that's a good
Well,
point.
see, that's just it. There's a perfect example that you don't play golf, so you don't understand how important
But hey,
a
dude,
device like
I
that
can go down to the
be.
U.S. Patent Office. I can find thousands, millions of patents of useless inventions. So were those people stupid too to try and follow a dream?
They wasted their time.
No, that's ridiculous. Well,
I'm using your argument
I
with
think that's a
why
good
you're
point.
against music.
No, it's not a good point. You guys are all biased because you guys are entertainers. Of course, you like to play music.
But you're not an inventor, so why invent?
But I don't. I haven't put my life savings or my every minute of my
Was your brother in a
day.
band? Is this what this is about?
There's part of that.
Did your brother have a band? And did it fail?
Oh, was he jealous?
Yeah, but it was just
what?
no, nothing to do with jealousy.
Was he jealous?
Yeah, I have a sister and a brother, very musically talented. It got them both nowhere. I know that for a fact.
What about the satisfaction of knowing how to play?
Well, what about the satisfaction of knowing how to, I don't know, build a house out of cards?
That's important
What's the difference?
I got another
There's a
question.
huge difference between a house of cards and learning to play music. It's a language.
That statement makes you sound
universal.
dumb.
All right, I can hit a golf ball straight. What about that?
You think playing a house of cards is as important as music?
No, Howard.
Listen. You know what? I told you I'm a genius. I can't waste my time with you.
You should learn how to play golf because you don't understand.
Robin's right. Why is this continuing? Even Robin is saying.
Shake your head, Robin. Go ahead.
I didn't.
Robin, who learns a
not
useless thing every other day. Horseback riding, then car racing. What else you got?
Say a word during this entire.
No, she didn't.
Stupid
So why attack her?
conversation.
Why are you attacking Robin?
Because I look at her with that face, and she's back and forth with her head.
You don't know what my face meant. Why are you interpreting
I can
it?
read it.
All right, listen.
That was his face reading course that he never took.
You have stolen 10 minutes of our life.
Yes.
Oh, wait. This is Cookie on the phone. This is Scott's dog. Cookie, go
Finally,
ahead.
an intelligent conversation.
See?
Are you mad? Are you mad at Scott?
Don't bark, Cookie. Shh. Shut up. No, as Robin says.
Dog's saying it hates you.
Actually,
Say like
Scott
this,
is probably
Scott,
a
go.
math.
Let me talk to Cookie. Cookie. No.
See,
See? She shut right up.
Scott is actually a math genius. You ran a cocaine ring, I think, for a while, right?
Yeah, a cocaine ring, Artie. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, that's right. He isn't more intelligent than I.
Cookie.
I couldn't do that.
Cookie, bark twice if you want me to rescue you and send you to Sam Simons.
I've seen Sam's place in Malibu that he built for dogs.
Can I have one?
A lot of humans would love it.
Go ahead, Fred. Talk to Cookie.
Cookie, bark twice if you think the video caddy is the most useless invention you've ever seen.
Cookie, bark twice if you think a career in music is horrible.
Oh, that dog hates you.
I told you the dog was smart.
Cookie, are you embarrassed that your name is Cookie? Bark twice if you are. Yes. Wouldn't you like a more masculine name? Bark twice if you say yes. Yeah.
My son named her.
Hey, Cookie, when I say the name Scott, what do you think? There you go. All right.
All I can say is thank God Scott wasn't Sebastian Bach's father.
Hey, Cookie, bark twice if you want me to hit Scott with a newspaper every time he does something wrong. All right. Very good, Cookie. Thank you.
I'll see you later.
That's Cookie the dog. All right. We'll be back right after these words. Thank you, Scott. Yeah.
I am not going to be the one going, hey, you have to take this music class. That's all I'm saying. If he says, Dad, I want to take a music class, Dad, I want to learn guitar, I said, great. Where do we sign you up? Let's go figure it out. And I would do that.
What if you want to play the flute? What if he came to you and said,
That would be
Dad, I want to
something-
play the flute?
That would be something you're.
I'm just asking a question. That's what brass instrument they offer usually in 3rd or 4th grade.
It's fine.
Okay,
It's
just
fine.
checking.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not so bad.
It's all my point is that if my son says, I want to go to college to learn music, I'm going to say, you know what? You're going to have to find out how to pay for that one yourself. Thank you.
But you'll pay for college if he wants to go for, say, politics or history.
Any of the business, history, no, that's another no-no.
What else is useless?
English, probably not, because the only thing you're going to get there is probably English maybe, but most of English jobs, I guess you would end up being like a teacher or something.
Generic art, liberal arts degree?
You can use
I wouldn't pay a lot of
You can
money.
use history for anything. You can use anything for anything.
No,
in fact, most,
the facts
most people
are-
who go to law school are political science majors, English majors, history majors.
Exactly.
Right.
I wouldn't pay for law school because that's a whole nother. No,
Why not? That's a great living, man.
I have 2 male boys.
So you don't let them if they wanted to be, if they were like, hey, Dad, I love hair, I love the art of hairdressing,
No.
that's what I want to pursue.
No thanks.
Art major.
They could. I'm sure that degree probably
Podiatry?
is.
Is that okay?
Podiatry? Sure.
Art major.
Art major? No. Why
Cases
would you
major.
learn something that you're not going to use at your job?
This is what my mother said. She goes, well, what are you going to do? Go work at a history firm? What are you going to do when you get out of college? You're going to go get a big job at the history? Let me tell you something.
There are some jobs of history, but not many.
No, but you're thinking too. See, this is you thinking too literally. You don't necessarily take your history degree and go become a curator at a museum. You use your intelligence and you can take it further. You can do anything you want with it.
So you're saying in this job, which is a communications job, you don't use any of your communication skills you used at college?
No,
what if you had only taken history and then ended up in this job? Wouldn't you then be worse off at this job?
Well, I can't possibly answer that.
Well, I think I can. Yeah, of course. Of course you would. And if not, then your communication degree is worthless.
It's not just history. You learn analytical thinking. You learn how to interpret facts, how to research, how to read.
That's like me learning the golf program and deciding to be a musician.
No! No!
No! I'm sorry.
You said building a house of cards.
Oh,
it's just
but I obviously was trying to.
Right. Okay. Well, that's what I said.
It's a bad example. But the point is,
horrible example. Tim's gonna faint.
I know people in LA who moved to Los Angeles to go to guitar school. Yeah. Fucking what a waste of time. They would sit there and fucking play, and they had a stage presence class.
Why is it a waste of time? Because they don't make a career out of it?
Yeah, right. It's a great hobby to have.
This was their college. This was what they were 22. This was what they were going to do as a career. Look, if my kid says, hey, Dad, I really want to play guitar, I'm going to say, let's go buy you one right now. Absolutely. But if it's up to me to go, hey, Kyle, you're not interested in music yet. Come on, I want you to start taking classes.
What if he does that? What if he has some aptitude and wants to pursue it? What are you going to do? Like, at what point do you kill the dream?
At the point where it starts getting in the way of what he needs for the rest of his life, his education. When he says to me, I want to go to a music college, I go, work with it. Find your own way. I'm not paying for it.
Oh, that is so. Who are you, Bing Crosby, for Christ's sakes?
The point is, I would not support paying for something that I didn't feel was a smart decision.
You're going to let
you're not going to let any of your past influences affect what your daughter might want to do. If she says, I want to go, Dad, I want to put everything I've got into making a new type of a Barbie doll. Are you going to say, okay, let's go ahead?
I wouldn't do it blindly, but if she was good at it and she had the skills, and I would loan her the money to do it. I wouldn't give it to her, but I'd loan it to her.
What if when Duke turns 18, your young son Duke turns 18?
Kyle. Who's Duke? Duke's the dog who died.
He's late, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Make sure there's butter on it.
We got someone here?
Yeah, we got Michael Jackson here.
No, really.
A guy who wrote a book about my Michael Jackson. We're gonna bring him in.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm very nervous. I can't get those words out, man. I'm having a stroke.
Relax. Dude, don't joke about that. You're getting to that age. Ian, good morning.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good.
So what brings you down to the show today?
Just coming to talk about my book.
Your book. It's about the late Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah.
And what'd you write about exactly?
I wrote about the last few years of his life. I went undercover in his camp, posed as a hairdresser, and to get the story behind the story of Michael.
So you have a lot of dirt, I guess?
Well, yeah, I have a lot of stuff. It's balanced and it's in depth, and it's the story that no one else has ever revealed before, and it's very important that all Michael's fans, his detractors, read the book to really get the proper story of what went down.
You just want everyone to know the truth?
Yeah, that's, I think Michael wants everyone to know the truth, and he wanted this book to come out.
And you feel Howard is a good platform for this?
We're going to find out.
We are. All right, man. We'll see you in a little bit.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next is Ian Halpern. I don't know if you've been reading about it. He was working on a book about Michael Jackson.
Yes.
And the book, actually, the premise was that he, after the second child molestation charges in that trial, he wanted to really look into whether or not Michael Jackson was a child molester because he kind of felt, that he was.
Right.
And when he started to investigate, he really felt that he came to the conclusion Michael Jackson was not a child molester.
What is Michael
Right,
Jackson,
Ian?
or what was Michael Jackson?
Ian, by the way, welcome to the show. Your book is getting a lot of press now. It was kind of actually lucky that Michael Jackson died. It makes it even more important, right?
Well, timing's everything in life. It's number 2 today, and maybe we'll get to number 1. But, I set out to nail Michael Jackson. I'm an investigative undercover journalist.
How'd you get started in that?
Are you undercover right now?
Yeah, you're wearing dark glasses.
It's, here. We'll see where we go.
Keep your glasses on.
Yeah, that's it.
You're undercover as a secret agent.
Yes.
First of all, when Michael was acquitted in 2005...
How'd you get to be a top-notch reporter? Like, where did you work, and how do you become an investigative
Howard,
reporter?
I've been doing this 20-odd years. It's not like I've just arrived in town here. I've been around the block.
It's not an attack. He's asking for your credentials.
I'm trying to tell my audience what your credentials are.
Howard, I'm the only guy to infiltrate the Church of Scientology. I posed undercover as a gay actor in the church. They let me in to film everything. I told them I wanted to be cured of my alleged homosexuality.
Right.
And they let me in for months. I told them my uncle he invented. I said he had all kinds of dough, and he was going to invest 50 to 100 million as a tax write-off.
And you wrote a book about that,
yes,
right?
Yes,
okay.
I did.
So you've been writing books and investigating different situations. Michael Jackson became interesting to you because here there was this big trial. Nobody really knew if he was a child molester or not. I always felt...
Because we never really got a trial.
Like you, I always felt he was because I said, what kind of adult male sleeps with children? And I've heard the whole thing about he didn't have a childhood and all that. Wow. I didn't have a childhood, much of one, and I'm not sleeping with any kids. So why would you then believe he wasn't a child molester? What made you believe he wasn't?
Well, first of all, let's backtrack.
Okay. All right.
Michael's acquitted in 2005. I think we have another O.J. Simpson running around.
Right.
And, I'm out to nail him. I said, enough's enough. California, they seem to miss every celebrity case. And I said, I'm going to prove that this guy is guilty.
Right.
So I set out on this odyssey, thousands of interviews, secret court documents, everything I accessed. 4 years later, I conclude unwaveringly, this guy never molested children.
So what do you think was going on? That he didn't molest children, but it was weird that he,
Why did he keep getting these accusations?
Yeah, the classic profile of a pedophile is one that, like a guy who doesn't have a lot of money will usually go to a neighborhood, get himself a video game, set up his house like an arcade, get the local neighborhood kids to come over and play. And in a sense, to me, Neverland always looked like one big, giant, expensive arcade with a carousel and all that stuff. It looked like the classic pedophile profile. True?
Yeah, but you can never judge a book by its cover here. The fact is, Michael Jackson never had a proper childhood. Joe Jackson beat the crap out of him. You could ask his high school principal. By all accounts, Joe Jackson, he was a scumbag to Michael. And Michael Jackson...
I believe you're right. I mean, Joe Jackson was just interviewed the other day. In fact, I was going to play this tape before you came in. I didn't get to it. But he was saying how, I never beat Michael Jackson. Once in a while, I had to discipline him, but the mother, Catherine, beat him way more than I did.
Oh, now it's her fault.
And he seems to be very focused on getting word out there that he really is responsible for Michael's talent, that if it wasn't for him, he molded Michael.
Anything.
He made him the big superstar, all that kind of stuff. So Joe Jackson does not seem like a guy with his head screwed on straight.
You're absolutely right there. And, all these people are coming out of the woodwork now and rushing to Michael's defense when he's dead. They're digging up his skeleton. Where were these people all these months when Michael was, all these years? Michael's had drug addictions, all kinds of financial problems. You see LaToya Jackson selling her story. On one hand, she's saying, I couldn't get access to Michael. They wouldn't let us anywhere near him, his handlers. during the last months of his life. On the other hand, she just sells a story to News of the World as if she's the closest person to Michael. So, there's a lot of conflicting stories.
Because Joe Jackson keeps saying, too, I had a perfectly good relationship with my son. His handlers, his security people they treat him like Howard Hughes. They wouldn't let me near him. Now, everyone knows if Michael Jackson is paying security people, he's telling them who to keep out.
Yeah.
And in fact, his security people have said, no, Michael Jackson says to us, keep my dad away from me.
Right.
That's what he wanted.
And there's a good reason why he wanted his old man away from him. But getting back to what you're saying about Neverland.
What is the reason he wanted his old man? Didn't his old man always come up with cockamamie, like, hey, here, some guy give me $300,000, I want you to do this? He always wanted something,
his
right?
His old man was, an extortionist. That's all he wants. Michael was dough. He really didn't. He says he loved Michael, but the fact is he burned Michael repeatedly. Michael didn't trust him, and Michael was ashamed of how Joe raised him. He didn't give him a proper childhood, and that's what you're saying now about Neverland. Yeah, it looks, if you look at it, it looks like a perfect operation to run some pedophile ring, but he wasn't. Michael Jackson loved children. He only felt comfortable with children to communicate with, put trust in them. He brought them, let's face it here, he brought cancer patients, impoverished kids. Michael Jackson wanted to bring people together in this world, and he used Neverland as the medium.
So when people see that you wrote this book, the rap was, oh, you were out to get him. You actually...
Dude,
now you're vindicating him.
You vindicated him.
Yeah, exactly. Michael Jackson is not a child molester. Howard, let's go back to 1993, Jordan Chandler case.
Okay.
I dug up an official court document that says the insurance company forced Michael to settle. They demanded that he settle. Michael Jackson broke down in tears. He maintained his innocence. And he insisted that he didn't want to settle, but the insurance company forced him to settle. Now, in my book, I detail this case. First of all, Jordan Chandler, he said that Jackson was circumcised. He said that Jackson had blotches, spots on his penis and the area. There was a raid on Neverland.
Right.
The cops descended on Jackson's house. This was the most demeaning moment of Jackson's life. He had to strip down.
Right.
And be photographed.
Was he in fact circumcised?
No.
He was uncircumcised.
Not, uncut.
So in
Jordan
other words,
Chandler's story didn't match.
I hadn't. You're bringing up some interesting points. I hadn't considered that it's true. When a guy like Michael Jackson has insurance, the insurance company can get very panicky and go ahead and settle a case without you.
That's right.
I didn't realize that. That is a good piece of evidence. Now, I didn't know that when the cops stripped Jackson, that the kid didn't describe the penis properly either.
That's
right.
Well,
we never got to know that.
It's all in the book, Howard. It's all in the book. Now let's go to 2005.
Yeah.
In any court of law, our Vizio case is not going forward. If Sneddon and all these investigators would have done due diligence, first of all, look at the principals involved. They had history of extortion attempts. These were not the most credible people to bring charges forward.
Right.
And, I once met the late, great Johnny Cochran in Toronto. I'm from Canada.
Yep.
It took a Canadian to crack this story, I think, because all the U.S. journalists, for some reason, they were sitting on their ass pretty. So I came here and wanted to crack this story. But Johnny Cochran I met in Toronto years ago, and he told me, he said, I asked him about the O.J. case. He said, we didn't win the O.J. case. The prosecution lost it. He said, never trust LAPD or the California. The 2005 case was tried in Santa Barbara. He told me, never trust them, because when it comes to dealing with celebrity cases, and you're going to see this now, Howard, when the autopsies comes out and there's so many directions the Jackson case could go in now. First of all, Debbie Rowe, I think I hope she's listening today, because Debbie Rowe should be ashamed of herself.
Why?
Any mother who's pawning off her kids, I'm a father.
Right.
And it's unacceptable.
How much would it cost to get your kids
For $12 million, I might give you a few of my kids.
No, I ain't giving my kid up.
Right.
You could offer me all the dough in the world.
Of course, and any parent would feel that way.
And $13 million.
But wait a second. Now let's talk about that. All right, go ahead,
Howard.
Yeah.
One more thing. Now you have this battle between Roe, the Jackson family. You have two undesirables. These are three precious kids. Michael was a doting father. Incredible dad.
Did you
by all
meet
accounts.
the kids? Did you have any access to the kids, actually?
I infiltrated the camp. I met Jackson one-on-one.
Yeah?
I've seen the kids in crowds. I haven't interviewed them.
What did you think when Jackson hung blanket off a balcony? That was bizarre.
He was stoned. He was high on drugs.
Right.
You know,
that can't be a good father.
That's not a good father.
Well, when you're high like that, you don't know what you're doing. You got to look at the culprit, which are the doctors that are giving him these drugs. Arnold Klein, I've said all along, he's got to be held accountable. He's the ringleader.
Yeah,
then we got to go
is that
to
what you?
all the,
This is. I don't know who you're talking about. But
That's the dermatologist.
Oh, that's the
Who
dermatologist.
they thought might have fathered the two kids, maybe.
Yeah.
And do you know who the father of those kids are? Did you get into that?
Well, first of all,
or the mother.
The biological father here and mother doesn't matter. There's only one parent for the kids. It's Michael Jackson.
Right. Debbie Rowe was more of an incubator. In other words, it wasn't her egg, and it wasn't Michael Jackson's sperm. So those kids were not biologically his. He became their father through.
But this was a business move for Michael.
Right.
He wanted to do it that way, with all due respect to him. I mean, the man's dead, but he was an incredible father. These kids are going to grow up.
But what did you think?
Only acknowledging Michael as their parent.
Yes, but why? What did you think? You certainly must have thought it was bizarre that Michael Jackson would walk around in public with these kids. I know he was afraid of them being kidnapped, this and that, the other thing. But putting the masks over their face, putting the things over their face, certainly a bizarre thing to put that kind of paranoia into
and
a
keeping
kid.
them away from everybody else.
And also, they didn't. Apparently, they don't even. They hardly know any other children. They haven't been schooled in a traditional sense.
Well, you're talking about the world's most famous person here, Michael Jackson. There's only maybe two people who could walk on this earth, and they can't walk anywhere without being recognized. It's probably Jackson and Muhammad Ali.
Right.
And the fact is, Michael wanted to protect his kids, shield them from all these paparazzi,
right?
Everyone,
okay.
And it makes sense. He was an incredible parent, responsible. He homeschooled them for a great part himself.
Is that true?
Well, what did he know?
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean,
well, hold on.
I wouldn't give him too much.
Here's how to moonwalk.
He schooled him in OxyContin.
No, Michael Jackson is a highly educated person. I mean, he's one of the artists. He has studied everyone, from Michelangelo to all the. You ask Michael Jackson about
but
music.
could he teach somebody to read and write,
geometry,
and do arithmetic, and
Michael
all of that
Jackson
stuff? History.
Was a very literate person, well read. This is a student of art and life, and he wanted to do things his own way. He wanted to take his kids, which he did, and travel after he was acquitted in 2005. And give them a global view, a global education. He traveled to Bahrain, to Ireland. Yes,
in your new book, you even state, and this is kind of odd to me, he was sitting and talking to his daughter, according to something in your book, his daughter Paris.
Yeah.
And he said to her, listen, honey, I don't think I'm going to be alive much longer, and I don't think I'm even going to make it to next Father's Day. Now,
that's
this
not
is
something you say to a kid.
You don't say that to. It's a very scary thing to say to a kid. I know if my mother said to me, "Listen, I don't think I'm going to go upstairs and go kill myself," or that's scary to a kid to say to them, "I'm never going to make it past Father's Day." That can't be a good father. True. I mean, you've got to be critical of that.
Well, look, he's just calling a spade a spade. On December 24th, 2008. I said Michael Jackson had 6 months to live.
Yeah, now you're getting a lot of press for having predicted that.
Why did you say that?
Yeah, why did you say that? Because you knew of the drug use?
Two sources in his camp contacted me about a month before.
Okay.
They felt they were outnumbered by all the handlers around Jackson. They were concerned for his health and well-being.
Because of his drug use? Because
of the drug use, because of a lung disease that he purportedly had called Alpha-1. I always said he could live to 100 with Alpha-1. It's potentially fatal lung disease.
Mm-hmm.
I said he could maybe die of a flu beforehand. The media never mentioned that. But after I made my prediction, I did due diligence. I got some private medical records. I interviewed more people. Michael Jackson was a candidate, perfect candidate to die at any second. Now,
because of his lung illness and the combination of drugs,
anorexia,
right? He was down to 125
which
pounds.
I said in the book before he died. one of the most common side effects of anorexia is cardiac arrest.
Yeah, this book was going to come out regardless. I mean, obviously, this was not being saved for his illness or death. It was a book that was in the presses. Did Michael Jackson know the book was coming out?
Absolutely.
Was he pro the book or against the book?
Well, once he learned that the book was sympathetic and that I was going to vindicate him of the child molestation charges, he was supportive. But when I made the prediction, Howard, December 24th, 2008, in a 2-page spread in In Touch magazine, the next day, his sole spokesperson came out and said, this is a complete fabrication. And this is what went down. Instead of taking the charges seriously, and getting him into a hospital, getting him, not the doctors, those 5 scumbags that have been treating him and being enablers for him for so long.
There was more denials than rather accepting what you were saying and saying maybe we should get the guy help.
They were trying to do damage control right away. They should have got him into a hospital. Instead, now they're planning a comeback tour, 50 dates. Not even a rock star who's in perfect shape in their 20s or 30s would do this easily. And Michael Jackson, with all his illnesses they want to put on the world stage, it's all about money and greed.
Well, you mentioned one illness. You said he had this lung disease, and then he was, I guess, a drug taker. What other, the anorexia? Was there something else?
Then there's the mental. The physical is one part. And
you say in your book that he, at an early age, was diagnosed as a schizophrenic?
Yes, it's not me saying this. It's other people in the Jackson camp
saying that. I could believe that. It's almost. Do you think that's why he changed?
Schizophrenics have hallucinations, and they don't not quite in touch with reality. You're saying he was like that.
Yeah, he had a personality disorder from a young age.
Did he have full mental breaks?
Yes.
He did. And he hallucinated?
Yes. Joe Jackson turned a blind eye to this. He was just concerned about putting Michael on the world stage, making as much money as possible. And that's what I'm saying right now. There's this battle for these 3 precious children. I urge California's child welfare to intervene immediately.
And give the kids to
who should the children go to?
That's the question. I don't think either party is suitable. On one hand, you have a woman who wants to pawn these kids off for millions of dollars. On the other hand, you have a family that, hey, they have dollar signs in their eyes. They think they have the next Michael Jackson on their hands.
Well, did you see the paper
exploit.
today? On the front page of the Post today, they say that Debbie Rowe, there's some sort of email going around, that a private email that she had with a quote-unquote friend, that basically she said, hell no, I don't want these kids. I'm not looking for these kids. I know it'll look good, though. It'll look good if I at least say I want the kids. So she clearly doesn't want the kids. She's always made it clear she doesn't. They imply that there was some sort of payoff of $4 million. So clearly, now
should
Catherine,
Diana Ross get the kids? That's the way Michael wants.
Diana Ross doesn't want kids. I mean, she's an old woman. What's she looking for?
Enough kids.
That's right.
But Joe Jackson wants the kids because now he's saying he wants to put them on tour, sign them to recording contracts.
Can you believe that?
He has his new Michael Jackson.
Can you believe that he would say that?
Right after? I can believe that because the day after Michael died, he went on TV and said he's starting a record label.
Right.
And the first act he wants to sign right now, he's calling the Jackson 3.
It is that's amazing chutzpah to put that out there right after your son dies, isn't it?
Yeah, Joe Jackson is an opportunist. I urge California child welfare to intervene immediately and get these kids out of that situation.
Who should have these kids? Do you know of anyone that is close to Michael Jackson that should the nanny?
I'm stepping forward.
Robin will take him. I like that blanket myself, although I cut his hair.
One of your cats is going to die soon, right?
Why was the blanket looks? I was surprised. You know what I thought was great? After he died, I kind of felt that the kids were saved in a way. They no longer had to walk around with these robes over their head. And they were on TV, and what was the big deal? They were like 3 normal kids.
They were actually meeting some family members.
Yeah, I mean, they actually got to voice themselves publicly and sort of behave normally.
Howard, Michael wouldn't have approved of the way that memorial went down.
Right.
Michael wanted to keep his kids out of the spotlight.
Right.
And bring them up, give them a good education. And from right away, Michael dies, and what does the family do? They go against his wishes and expose the kids to the world.
What do you? I know you bring this up in your book, and I think you're dead on this topic. I always have said to Robin, I believe Michael Jackson, the reason for his unhappiness is that he was a closeted homosexual. In other words, he's a gay man who was tremendously embarrassed by being gay.
I agree with that.
Particularly,
he was raised a Jehovah's Witness.
Yes.
I think it's, verboten in that religion. And
Particularly-
so it's not something that was
I know in the black
easily
community,
accepted in that family.
as homophobic as the white community is, in the black community, it is so homophobic.
But
that,
it wasn't like Jackson was in the black community.
well, when he grew up, he was in a black family. So
That's what I'm talking about, that his family situation made it so impossible.
I felt he was really a gay man who just could not, he wanted to appear to have a girlfriend or a wife, Lisa Marie Presley, this, that, or the other thing. What's your take on that? I know you have a lot of feelings.
Well, first of all, regarding this is a lot of big question here. Lisa Marie Presley.
Right.
In the book, I say the marriage was arranged by the Church of Scientology. When I infiltrated the church, posing as a gay actor, that's where I started hearing all the rumors of Jackson. This is before Tom Cruise came along as the de facto leader of the Church of Scientology.
Right.
They had their eyes on Michael Jackson, the world's most famous entertainer, to come into the church. If they would be able to lure Jackson into the church, they'd be able to attract millions of people worldwide based on his celebrity. Now, they used Lisa Marie to get to Michael Jackson. Lisa Marie is a devout Scientologist.
But don't you, are you claiming that they went to Lisa Marie and said, look, Lisa, take one for the team and marry Michael Jackson? Do you think it was that?
I'm not claiming it. People in the church are claiming it. Again, I'm just a journalist documenting everything.
Do you think she loved him at all, or was it strictly for the love of the church?
From what I hear, even though she said in an interview, she said she had sex with Michael Jackson, from what I hear, the reason why they split is because she was not happy with what was going on in the bedroom.
But why would she go along with this plan? Listen, even if you love your religion, why would it be so important to Lisa Marie Presley? Is she I've had the Lisa Marie Presley on the show, and she's looked me in the eye and she said, you know what, I really love Michael Jackson. Didn't work out. It was obvious they weren't sexual with one another. When they kissed, it looked awkward on MTV.
Well, she, did claim that she bought the fact that he was into her hook, line, and sinker.
But why would she put herself through a loveless marriage for the Church of Scientology? How could she love the Church of Scientology that much? She doesn't seem that irrational.
Well, look at Tom Cruise.
Right.
Look at the way the church has been so successful in getting A-list celebrities on board.
Sure.
And, let's face it, do you think Tom Cruise, what do you think about him? Do you think all his relationships have been legit? There's been all kinds of rumors about him.
Those were rumors, and I don't think it's fair to bring him into this because, as far as I know, he's a married guy and he's a straight guy.
Let's
and
give
all
him the
that.
benefit of the doubt.
But he is a guy there's been rumors about.
Right,
Yeah,
but that ain't fair.
Right.
So,
that's
but
all
from
they
what
are
I've
is
heard
rumors.
regarding the Lisa Marie Presley, and it's outlined in the book, Howard, that members of the church pressured Lisa Marie to marry Michael Jackson.
So she marries Michael Jackson. She realizes at some point that this is a guy who's not interested in sex. You claim that Michael was acting on his homosexuality, that he had homosexual affairs. You have found actual men who have had homosexual adult sex with Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Right? That's the big bombshell.
Don't forget, my project originally started as a film.
Okay.
I have over 300 hours of footage, everything documented. So that's the way I do. I did the world's
Did you document the interviews with these guys who had sex with? Oh, you did?
I did the world's first YouTube-compatible book. And, I always release the book first, and then people start criticizing and denying, and then I start releasing videos and making them look foolish.
So you could show that you're telling the truth.
Exactly.
So you have it documented.
And, and all the
what do these gay guys say?
All right. First of all, let me tell you how I got onto the Jackson gay angle.
Okay.
I heard rumors from his mother, Katherine Jackson, who said that she thought Michael was a fag.
Didn't she, in fact, according to your book, call Michael Jackson a fag?
That's right.
To his face?
Yes.
How do you know that?
This comes on very good source in the camp, and it's been documented. So, hey, Katherine Jackson, I didn't see the smoking gun here. Anyone could call anybody anything.
Right.
But I decided to look further into the allegations. I found 8 men who claimed they slept with Jackson after months and months of research. I only went with 3 for one reason. I demanded extreme corroboration because I knew if I came out with these claims, people were going to,
You claim in the book Michael Jackson is a bottom. He takes it in the ass rather than give it in the ass. Am I correct?
Well, that's what I'm not claiming.
A bottom.
This is what,
Well, what did these three men have as proof that made you know that they were legitimate?
They fucked them.
They had a load on their chest.
They had video.
No, but wait a second.
Photos?
Yes.
Photos.
I said that Michael Jackson dressed up as a woman in disguise whenever he'd meet secretly with these people.
But he was always dressed up like a woman.
But what you're claiming is he would dress up even more femininely. In other words,
he looked like a woman.
He looked like a woman.
Yeah.
And in
just
fact,
so he could get out of the house and unrecognizable.
So he would go to a hotel or wherever he'd go.
Well, in Vegas, he went to this rundown motel off the strip, infested with cockroaches, rats, and he had this relationship with a construction worker.
Ooh.
Now, how I document this, I met with all the parties. I demanded timeline, photos, witnesses.
You did it like a murder investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
these guys claim that he liked it in the ass, and also he would dress as a woman, and that once in a while he would give blowjobs.
Yeah.
And he would say, "The king of pop is licking your lollipop."
That was his
Right?
line.
That's
nice.
That's what went down. Apparently, he loved to do that.
is
And that's
licking your lollipop.
but the problem with
That's a
Michael
dream.
Jackson, everyone's asking me why he never came out now.
Right.
Let me tell you why.
Go ahead.
Right away, he thought if he came out being gay, that everyone would think he was also a pedophile.
Right.
They would. The other thing that he's always said, it's easier for a Caucasian entertainer. He was always a bit envious of George Michael, who was convicted, Elton John, Boy George, because they were able to come out scot-free. But if
Freddie Mercury was out.
That's right.
I mean,
That's right.
he made no secret of the fact he was gay.
But African Americans,
a tougher road.
And there was a good book last year that I read, Howard. It was called Hiding in Hip Hop by
Right.
this writer Terrence Dean, and he documented why a lot of hip hop stars. He said a lot of them are gay. And
Who was the famous celebrity who told Michael Jackson, if you come out of the closet, your career will be over? You say, I know you mentioned something, someone told him that in your book, right?
Yes.
Who was it?
It's early here, but
yeah. I can't remember.
Well, several people told him that, though.
Yeah, I'm referring to a story I read in your book, but I'm not sure I have it
because
right.
of the race.
Yeah.
Because of the race factor, Michael was always worried. And Michael always said there's a lot of African Americans in the closet. If they come out, it's suicide for their careers.
How was he able to keep his homosexuality, these liaisons, quiet? I mean, did he pay these guys off? Was he able?
Did he have any long-term relationships, or is it always just,
hit and run?
Hit and run.
Confidentiality agreements. Anyone who came in within 5 feet of Michael were forced to sign confidentiality agreements. He was very tight security. He wanted to protect his kids, himself, and
but he never
wanted to
fell
be
in
very
love.
private.
He never.
He did fall in love.
Oh yeah.
He did.
Yeah,
with the construction worker.
With the first guy, the actor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he made love to an actor.
Yes,
a famous actor?
No. An up and coming.
Well,
actor.
he will be now.
Michael liked men 18 to 23, 24 years old.
I was going to ask you,
that
like,
was his demographic.
These guys you were with, they super buff, good-looking guys,
What was he into?
ultra muscular, like my Fred or someone like that?
The construction worker, I mean, he looked like
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, he was really toned, the construction worker.
Oh, right. Shit.
And he was half Asian. The actor, he just looked, I didn't see.
Did they get into any kind of kinky sex? I mean, you mentioned that Michael liked to take it in the ass. Was there anything kinky going on?
Well,
I mean, that's pretty kinky.
Aside of the women's clothing, and
I mean, that's kinky enough for me.
Licking your lollipop.
Is it true he slept with a lot of the Mets?
No. Only a rumor.
Apparently, they said the king of pop, this is what Michael said, liked to lick the lollipop, and that's how he got off.
When you say these things about Scientology and you came out with a book and stuff, have you ever been sued by the church? I know that they can be aggressive about suing people who make these kinds of claims.
They signed the release.
They did.
But, my life was threatened numerous times I'm not saying by the church itself, but definitely by members of the church. I had to go in hiding last year, but that's all part of the business. I could take my hits.
How does Michael Jackson meet a construction worker and have sex with him? It's got to be difficult. He's, as you say, probably out of two people in the world, the most famous person in the world. How does he meet a construction worker? Where does this go down?
Well, he was living in Las Vegas in 2007, and he started roaming around. He didn't want to just live in the house, and he'd get out there and meet some people. With the waiter, he met him at a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
He says he fell in love with him from the get-go, and the next night they were in a hotel together.
No kidding. Wow. Well, let me tell you something. This is wild.
These are amazing.
Well, Ian's
claims.
book is out. You know, it's a funny thing about Ian's book. I was reading Cindy Adams' column today, and she was like, kind of like saying, oh, here's another, kind of guy who's coming out and writing a book who's going to be a bottom feeder and feed off Michael Jackson. First of all, you defended Michael Jackson for the most part in the book.
Second of all, you were writing it before he died.
Yeah. And then
you
secondly,
worked on it for a long time, and he was alive.
And
nobody knew he was going to die.
And thirdly, Cindy Adams then repeats everything in the book. Like, oh, here, I'm going to put this down, but meanwhile, here's everything that he says in the book. So, you think this is going to be a bestseller?
Hey, it's number 2 right now. Glenn Beck's number 1.
Right.
And I hope this show's going to, because I worked so hard on this book.
How many years?
You said 5 years.
5 years of research.
What do you
5 years
do
of
while
research.
you're working on a book for 5 years? Does somebody pay you for working on this book for 5 years?
Yeah, how do you make a living?
How do I make a living? I've done this drill this is my 12th book.
Right.
And, sometimes you got to max out your credit cards and when you're doing a film because it's a tight business. But I just stand by.
Do you get an advance?
Yeah, you get an advance, but
not enough to hold you over for 5 years.
Exactly. The advance usually runs dry, and then you got to take a risk. If you believe me, I've always put my money where my mouth is. And
does your wife work?
No, you mean my ex-wife?
Oh, your ex-wife.
Yeah.
Did the book cause the divorce in a sense? Are you such a workaholic?
I'm tight with my ex. We have keys to each other's homes. We're great parents together. We're all on the same page.
What went wrong?
What went wrong?
Yeah. Let's write the book on that.
Hey, we had sex the day we split. It was still good. But, we're both artists, and, we just have a lot of respect. We raise a child together, and that's why I'm saying, as far as the kids go, I talk from a parent's view because parenting's my number one thing in life.
Yeah.
And what's going to go down here, the lawyers have demanded the Jackson family. They said, hey, you better settle with Roe quickly. We don't want some high-profiled custody case here getting out of hand. We have a lot of other stuff on our plate right now.
Right. So what do you think is going to happen with the kids? I guess the mother is going to get them, right? Catherine Jackson.
Well, 79-year-old woman raising these kids. It's a bit of an oddball
Would you take the kids if the court offers them to you? Because you are an authority on Michael Jackson?
Absolutely. I would
you will take them?
Absolutely.
You will raise a little blanket in Prince Michael in Paris.
I'll raise them in Canada. And no, seriously, the court's got to intervene here and find a proper.
But who could it be?
Octomom. Give the kids to Octomom.
What about Janet Jackson? She seems like she might be. She might be the most level-headed out of all of them.
Well, actually, the kids, my sources say.
I mean, listen. Who do you prefer, Tito? Jermaine? I mean, come on.
Not Tito.
Give them to Rebe.
Rebe Jackson, I go for.
Give her some attention for
this. No, that's a good question,
Yeah,
Howard.
who would it be?
My sources say Janet Jackson right now in the house has the closest bond to the kids.
Right. It looked that way. They were hugging her on stage, Aunt Janet.
Now, she's never had kids before.
And she's also the one who's the biggest star in the family. Maybe they could relate on that level. You know what I'm saying?
And they live with one big star.
They will live with one big star. Let's go to the next one.
And she's gone on record to say she will even give up her career for those kids.
Wow.
Well, it's already gone.
I thought it was given up.
Yeah, what's she giving up at this point?
Whitney Houston said the same thing.
That's a good move.
All right, so you are an advocate that maybe Janet Jackson, like I say, should be considered. I believe Janet.
I don't trust either the Jacksons or the Roe camp. I think these kids got to be put in the custody of another party. And definitely not Arnold Klein.
Clears up something for me. What about the will? Is there a clear-cut will that says my kids go to and here's where my money goes?
According to this 2002 will, the kids go to Catherine Jackson and Diana Ross. But I don't
understand that.
Which means he's right. Michael was schizophrenic.
Yeah. Why would he leave these kids to a woman who
didn't protect him? And as you say, some might have beat him too.
Well, yeah, right.
Called him gay.
What do you make of that?
Well, that's the question. My source is saying his camp, they think another will exists. And for some reason, people are using this will for convenience, but that's all we have right now. We need a notarized will. This is all that's emerged.
Why is there always so much confusion around these guys? Like, I have a will. I've updated my will several times. And when I get
when was the last time you updated your will?
The last time Benji was late.
About a year ago. A year ago.
And how often do you update your will?
Every time someone mouths off to me. Honest to God, I've changed it 10 times.
Honestly, have you really
changed it 10 times?
Have you really?
Yep.
He's on the phone. He's got a direct line.
You know how
like
many times
hotline.
Fred's been cut in and cut out of my will?
That's hilarious.
Right now, I think he's in, but he might even be out.
Tomorrow, I could be gone.
Time
That's
to
right.
check again.
Do you know
But I'm being serious. What about you? Yeah, you have a will, and you know where it is, and people know where it is, right? Why does this guy, who's got this much, financial
And
entanglement,
he's such a huge business. It's very important what he has.
It's a corporation.
I mean, an accountant somewhere must have the latest will, right?
Absolutely. But you can't trust the people around Michael. That's my whole point. In the final weeks of his life, this guy should have been in a hospital getting proper medical attention. Where is he? He's rehearsing for a 50-date concert tour. Something doesn't add up. There were vultures who just wanted to milk him for whatever he had.
But ultimately, a man is in charge of himself. But although, if you say he's schizophrenic,
everybody's got to be accountable for their own actions, and you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. I'll grant you that.
Do you think there's going to be a murder trial?
I think people will be brought to justice.
You do?
Absolutely. Starting with the doctors.
I know.
Now,
okay,
what kind of drugs?
I mean, having Diprovan in your basement or in your home is highly illegal.
I mean, that's illegal in itself, absolutely.
And we need some answers. But we also have to look at the police force investigating the case. This police force does not have the best track record when it comes to celebrity cases.
Can you believe, I mean, you're a guy who spent 5 years of your life looking into Michael Jackson. Do you believe what's going on, though, around this guy's death? I mean, don't you think there's a little too much carrying on?
It's unreal.
It is sort of unreal, isn't it? I mean, there's a lot of problems in the world, and yet why are we so fascinated by all this?
Because he's such a mess.
Yeah.
And it is that fascinating when you have somebody who rises to that level of success and they are completely a mess.
By the way, this is Ian Halpern. His book Unmasked, The Final Years of Michael Jackson is in stores right now.
By the way, there was one thing I read yesterday that I have to ask. Was he obsessed with Nazis?
Well,
I am. I'm definitely.
Who isn't?
Well, you're definitely afraid of them.
Right.
Yeah, we're mostly
He
afraid.
actually admired them.
I'm also obsessed. My old man was in a camp for 7 years with these people. But anyhow, he wore Nazi garb. He had a lot of uniforms with. Let's face it. This guy. Hold on, Howard. This guy.
He's not all there.
This guy surrounded himself the last few years with the Nation of Islam handling his affairs.
Right.
So this shouldn't be a surprise that he was into all this other stuff. Michael Jackson, when he had this turbulent split with Sony Records, he wrote this song, Jew Me, whatever it was called, the lyrics.
Right.
I mean, he added in for the Jews because he was bitter. Wow. A lot of Jews run the entertainment business, and he was bitter.
So
he felt he got burned.
A guy who made $500 million at least in the entertainment business is blaming the Jews because he had no money. And yet he was completely out of control in his life. So he was an anti-Semite, is what you're claiming, but sort of justifiably so because he was a schizophrenic and insane and all this. So he is wacko jacko, right?
Yeah.
Did he sleep in a hyperbaric chamber?
Yes.
That was real. It wasn't like some phony bullshit.
No.
And then he became embarrassed by that because he started to look a little too crazy and it was affecting his career.
Well, what happened with all the plastic surgeries, too, and Michael knew how to spin a tale. He said he only had 2 plastic surgeries, which we all know is complete BS. But originally he started this drill. He wanted to push the artistic boundaries. He wanted to really reinvent himself, not look anything like the Jacksons. He's gone on record to say the reason why he didn't want to be the father is because he didn't want them to have Jackson DNA because of his father, what his father did.
I mean, I've spoken to Tommy Mottola, who ran Sony Records, and I used to say, Tommy, why did Michael Jackson hate you so much? He goes, because he put out an album called, what was the album?
The one with Remember Dangerous.
No, not Dangerous.
Invincible.
Invincible.
Oh, okay.
He put out Invincible, he said, and at the time there was allegations of young boys, hyperbaric chambers, this and that. The album tanked, and he wanted to blame someone. And Tommy says, well, he wanted to blame his record company. I was the head of the record company. He wanted to blame me. He goes, but I even sat him down. I said, listen, you're doing crazy things. People are having a hard time relating to you. You got to take some responsibility in this. We're putting a lot of money into. What do you think? Tommy wanted the record to fail?
Right. He didn't want it to sell.
He tried to talk some sense into him. And Tommy doesn't have a bad word to say about Michael Jackson. So, in a way, Michael Jackson was about the blame game. I'm going to blame the Jews. I'm going to blame the entertainment industry. I'm going to blame. But in the same hand, he'd go into a store and spend millions of dollars on garbage, right? I mean, what did he spend all his money on? Where did it go?
Yeah, he liked to buy antiques, all kinds of nonsense. Howard, this guy was hundreds of $1 million in debt.
How is that possible?
Bad decisions. He just brought people in his life, let them run. He said, you run the business. I don't want to know anything about the business. I run the creative.
And yet the one good decision was he bought up that music catalog, that fakakta music catalog. It kept him in dough, didn't it?
That's all that kept him afloat.
The Beatles thing? It was just one big asset.
But let's face it, with all the debts mounting up, this guy in the last few years, which I detailed in the book, he was living and traveling with his kids, basically as backpackers, nomads.
Right.
Just struggling to put food on the table. At one point, he was camping in a friend's basement in New Jersey.
Unbelievable.
Really?
So he had assets, but he was so far in debt that it just didn't balance out. And in fact, for a while, he was living where? In Dubai? Living off some shade?
In Bahrain. And Dubai.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason why he even considered the comeback. Michael Jackson, let's face it, is one of the world's greatest entertainers. You can't argue with that, of all time. The only reason why he agreed to come back, it was his chance to pay off the creditors. I said this from day one. I was on the day Jackson announced his comeback in London. They had me on the biggest breakfast show in the UK, GMTV.
Right.
I said, I'm not booking my plane tickets. These concerts will never happen. And I urge everyone to take this with a grain of salt. I was vilified. Every newspaper the next day.
And you were proven right, and that gives you more credibility. Were you a fan of his music? I didn't like it. Very feminine. He sounded like a woman. I do not like it.
Let me ask you a question,
I
Howard.
never liked his music.
Howard, have you
Billie Jean's a great song.
I don't like it.
In your life, have you ever danced to Beat It, Billie Jean?
Never. Do you ever see me dance?
You've never danced at a wedding?
You see how awkward I am?
You can't dance?
Dance. Look at me.
You got white man's disease?
I'm built like a crane.
You want to be starting something?
No,
have you ever moonwalked, Howard?
No. I'll show you. Watch.
Yeah, let me see it, Howard.
What is it? This doesn't
let's see you dance to Climb.
Let me see you dance to this. Go ahead. Let me see you. What are you going to do?
He's going to dance.
Let me see.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
And you got to do like... What? Oh, my God, that's the creepiest thing I've ever seen. What the fuck?
Yeah, maybe you're right. I like dancing with you.
Wow.
It's the first guest you've ever danced with.
Are you a bottom or a top?
You two should go on Dancing with the Stars. I never saw
You know what? I like dancing with this guy.
Let's get you on Dancing
Just
with
met
the
you, and I
Stars.
feel
You got to do some of this shit you used to do. Like
Oh, that's it.
Oh, you're a good dancer.
No, but he wrote a lot of hits.
He wrote good stuff.
All right, turn this crap off.
Let's face it.
Yeah,
You
go
asked
ahead.
Michael Jackson. I asked him this. I
I'm out of
said,
breath.
People say he reinvented the wheel in music. Michael Jackson's the first guy to say he didn't. He credits people like James Brown, Louis Armstrong. This guy was a student and very respectful. And I disagree with you there, Howard.
He was a
Michael
big entertainer.
Jackson's music for me moved it. First of all,
He didn't move me. I'm saying it's a personal thing.
Quincy Jones.
I'm into the Stones. I'm into the Beatles, Hendrix,
but
Prince.
all these
I love
groups,
Prince.
Howard, that you're
James
mentioning,
Brown.
where did they get their music from? The Stones, the Beatles, they stole it from Little Richard, from all these
Muddy Waters
artists.
Listen,
Well, they didn't
That's right.
steal it. They listened to music.
I listened to Little Richard, and I got news for you. I wouldn't steal any of that shit.
Well, they did,
That's
though.
between you and me.
They
Don't say
covered a
anything.
lot of his
They
songs.
didn't
As Little
steal
Richard
it.
come
There's
out.
there's a difference between
No.
stealing it and just being influenced by stuff.
Let me take a couple of phone calls. His name is Ian Halperin. He's just worked 5 years on a book called Unmasked, the final years of Michael
And
Jackson.
he's quite a dancer.
And you know what? I like dancing with the guy. I'll be honest. I like how you move.
You two dancing together is going to be #1 on Howard TV for months.
You know, at first I couldn't dance, and then when we got into each other's rhythm, you helped me a little.
No, but you see, you were looking at a guy that was worse than you, which made you feel good.
No, he could be. He was pretty
He
good.
had his own
You're being
moves.
unkind, and that
he
isn't
has a
fair.
style.
Look, I'm no
I think
Fred
when
Astaire.
people see that on Howard TV, they'll see that maybe I wasn't good, but Ian was moving pretty good. Let's go to Irish John real quick.
Irish John.
And then we got to wrap up because it's been 7 hours. We've been talking about Michael Jackson. All right, go ahead, Irish John.
Hey, good morning, Howard. Hey, Ian, there were a lot of allegations, not only by parents and children, but Michael's staff members, flight attendants, that he was giving wine and different alcohol to kids. What about that?
Anything check out there, Ian?
Jesus juice.
Jesus juice.
Yeah. Well, there is truth to that. The fact is, Michael Jackson was in rehab several times. He had alcohol
How does Michael
addiction.
Jackson go to rehab?
Because his friend Liz Taylor was the only person who woke up and smelt the coffee. No one else did. Liz Taylor, another child star who lived a similar life to Michael Jackson, she urged him to check into rehab. The only person. You hear all these Jacksons coming out. I told him to get help. It's complete crap. Where were they the last few months?
What was the purpose of giving alcohol to the children?
Well,
I mean, my father shared a beer with me when I was a kid, but, that was a father-son.
All right, let Ian continue.
Well, the fact is, you're referring to this documentary by journalist Martin Bashir.
Right.
Now, Jackson let Bashir into his environment because Jackson was a big fan of Princess Diana.
Right.
He was obsessed with her.
Right.
Bashir did the documentary on Diana, and Jackson...
He did the famous interview.
That's right.
Right. And he felt betrayed by Bashir.
Absolutely. Right. Bashir used Jackson while he was addicted to drugs to put him in situations, to get them documented, to manipulate him. Once again, Michael Jackson made an error of judgment, allowing people in his life who he shouldn't have, and he suffered the consequences.
Have you ever met Michael Jackson?
Yes. Michael Jackson loved children. He didn't want to exploit children, sleep with them. All he wanted to do was bring cancer patients, impoverished kids into his zone, give them the greatest day of their life, at least, at Neverland.
Right.
And I interviewed over 50 children who slept at Neverland.
And
Did you ever have sex with him? You talk about infiltrating and doing a lot of gay stuff. You ever
come on, now you're being silly. All right, listen, Ian, leave it like this.
Yeah.
No, but Howard, I agree with if I could I agree with what you said, that I think a big issue with him was, I think he was homosexual. And when he was on the road with his brothers, I think he even wrote about this or talked about it once. He would be in the same room with his older brother, his brother having sex with a woman. And I think they were guys, and his father was like that. And he was always effeminate, and I think that really affected him and confused him that he was probably a gay man around all that.
That's right.
I mean...
The final question. Are you so confident that Michael Jackson was not a pedophile that you would let your own... I don't know if you have a son.
I have a daughter.
You have a daughter. Would you, if you had a son, would you allow your son to sleep in the same bed with Michael?
Howard, with all due respect, if you would ask me to take my child tonight, I wouldn't let her go. I wouldn't let him go.
Not.
Anyone. Not just Michael Jackson.
Right.
I interviewed over 50 children and their families who stayed at Neverland. It's all in my film. On the record, they said Michael Jackson never did one thing inappropriate. He always slept on a mat on the floor while they slept in the bed.
Isn't it amazing to you that there are parents that would allow their kids to sleep over in Michael Jackson? That is amazing. That's
it's Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But I would not let my daughter sleep at anyone's house unless they went to the same school. I knew the parents and it was like a sleepover, but not one-on-one with a male.
Terry, go ahead.
No
you got
other
the last
parents
word.
asking except Michael. That's the problem.
What's going on, Terry?
Howard, your bullshit meter ought to be off the chart on this guy.
Why?
I believe Riley Martin more than this guy.
I don't know. What don't you like?
Basically, he's fabricated a tremendous number of stories using everything that you and I already know. We've read it before.
I didn't know about the construction worker.
Well, how do you know that's even true?
I don't.
Caller, have you read the book? Have you read the book, caller?
No.
Why don't you read the book and then let's have this conversation? Why don't you see the film when it comes out and let's have this conversation? What you're saying now, it's prejudice. You are going on the biggest radio show in the world.
Thank you.
And defaming me. Read the book and then let's have this conversation.
All right, fair enough. And also, I will say in Ian's defense, he didn't come out with a book attacking Michael Jackson. He actually did some investigative work and found that the guy wasn't a child molester. There's an interesting
And
take.
he doesn't completely vindicate him. He does talk about the drug use. He does talk about the bad business decisions.
Talks about taking in the ass.
About the Nazi paraphernalia.
He talks about the things we all already know. And
I didn't know about the Nazi thing either.
He vindicates. Well, we don't know that's true either. He's stretching the truth there.
How do you know he's not telling the truth?
He's written the book to sell. And
Well, of course.
Why else write a book?
There are billions of people who
Look,
want
this book
to
was
believe
written before
Jackson
Michael
wasn't a
died.
pedophile.
Caller, this book was written before Michael died. Now,
It's got a nice title, too, that implies that you're taking advantage of the situation now. It's final year.
well, we
right?
changed
You
the title. The
title.
book was on the presses. When Michael died, the book was on the presses. They had to stop the presses. Yeah. I spent the next few days writing the conclusion, adding a chapter. But this is this is what I do, caller. I've been doing this drill for many, many years. And I urge you to read the book, and if you don't like it, just write a bad review. And but don't come out here without being educated on one thing in the book, without even seeing it, and making such an outrageous statement like that.
All right, Marianne, you have the last word.
Welcome back, Howard. If you knew all this about Michael Jackson, how come you wouldn't notify, like, social services about his children? Because don't you think
He contends that he was a good father.
I understand he might be a good father, but loving. But what about the wacky part, Howard? There's a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
What about the wacky parts?
Well, I mean, you have children in that behavior, going to live in somebody's basement and raising them all around.
Let me tell you something here. There's not one shred of evidence that Michael Jackson ever acted inappropriately with children. Now, if you present me concrete evidence that he did, let me finish here, please. If you present me concrete evidence that what you're saying is true, and when I do due diligence, If you present me the smoking gun, I will change the
I'm
conclusion
sure you
of
would
the
have
book and
loved
credit
to have
you.
written a book that said he was a child
Well, that's what I started.
No, I don't believe that, but I'm saying...
That's what I started out to do. I wanted to nail him. I thought we had another O.J. Simpson running around, high-priced lawyers getting him
You
off.
had an agenda.
But Marianne
Absolutely.
is talking more to the quality.
My own biases got in the way.
She's talking to the quality of his parentship, not that he was a drug addict.
Michael Jackson was a doting
solvent.
parent. Michael Jackson was a doting parent. He lived for those kids. It was the last thing that kept him alive.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to drop a bombshell right now. I know a wacky woman that calls a radio show every day should have a kid's day. I'm just kidding. All right, Marion.
Number one, and I love you, Howard.
Thank you. Love you, too.
223, Howard.
Is it true, though? Is it true that, would you find this true? There's reports that he had needle marks in his neck, like he was shooting up that much with collapsed veins. Does your knowledge indicate that might be true, that he was that much of an addict to where he might be shooting up in his neck?
Well, let's face it, Jackson was a junkie, unfortunately.
He was a junkie.
But let's examine why. This man was gravely ill.
Everybody can see why.
Without the drugs, he would have been dead. He had to become, dependent on these drugs.
Then why blame the doctors for his death?
Because what they did, they went overboard. They could have really just
maintained him.
Exactly, stabilized it. The problem here, Howard, when Michael Jackson announced his comeback, he did not want to be like some athlete injured on the DL, being pumped up, going out there and performing at 50%. Michael Jackson always said he will never perform for less than 100%.
Mm-hmm.
If he did not want to rip off his fans, he was an ultimate perfectionist. And unless he could deliver the goods, he was uncomfortable. And that's what made him nervous the last few weeks of his life. He became despondent. He gave up because he knew he couldn't put off the gig. Did you see that video that was released?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Now, this outfit, AEG, that after he died, criticized me, still saying the day after he died that he's completely healthy, Michael Jackson, and this should have never happened. I said he should have never gone on this concert tour. They released this video because they want to make a lot of dough off this. They videoed him from the get-go ever since they signed this deal, and they will release a DVD. Michael Jackson's worth much more dead than alive to him because he wouldn't have done the shows. What happened with the AEG, the day after he died, they tell the world there's a video. A couple of days later, they release it. I had Jackson's choreographers examine the video, Jackson experts saying that this was not Michael Jackson in fine form. He was out of sync with the rest of the dancers. And they say after that video was shot, Jackson went on record to say he felt like a marathon runner after crossing the finish line after doing one song. He couldn't pull this off, Howard.
Well,
did he have needles? They said there were needles actually embedded in his skin.
Well, he's been doing that for years. This is, I mean, why are they saying this now when he died? Where were all these people?
Do you agree with me that most of the people who were at the Michael Jackson tribute, probably he couldn't even get them on the phone 2 years ago?
If he was living in somebody's basement, obviously. He
Where
wasn't talking to
were
Brooke
all
Shields.
these concerned people who have come out of the woodwork and who have expressed their deep sympathy to the Jackson family and have said they're such good friends with Michael? Where were all these?
Well, in all
people
fairness,
when
maybe it's hard to get to him. I mean, with he's got
Sounds
such
like
a
I got to him.
He's a record.
I got to him. Why couldn't they? I didn't even know
you're
the guy
crazy.
from
You're
Adam.
writing a book. They
Well,
were
you're,
busy.
you know, these guys. You happen to be a good dancer.
Yeah, that's right.
No, but you know
Listen,
what? You
if
talk about the murder thing. What he just said, though, so I don't know if this is what you were alluding to. People say, like, murder, what's a motive? Then AEG, if what you're saying is true, would have had a motive to murder him. Like,
No,
well, he said they were worth more. He was worth more dead than alive.
That's ridiculous.
Releasing
He
the
was
video.
worth a fortune to him alive. If these concerts would have been sold out,
They were afraid he couldn't
Why
do
was he
it.
worth the fortune if the concert wouldn't have gone off? They would have lost the whole kit and caboodle. They would have been bankrupt.
No, because first of all, I think they did anticipate the concert coming off. I think you are.
How did he pass
assuming
the
a little
insurance
much.
No, they
physical,
want.
though?
That's right.
They expected.
They
did
this,
the numbers.
and I
50
think they
shows,
videotaped
200 million.
everything because they probably had a deal too, where they said to Michael,
right.
"We can release a movie afterwards, a concert movie or a concert DVD, and we
But
want
it
all the
did
behind-the-scenes
become-
footage."
I'm not claiming murder. I'm
Right.
going to let the so-called authorities. I hope they've got their act together by now after having so many cases like Robert Blake, Phil Spector, and O.J. I hope finally they get it right this time.
Listen, ultimately, Michael Jackson was a grown man. And
But
if
he was
Michael
a sick
Jackson,
man.
He was a sick man, but, you know, if a company wanted to make a deal with me, they don't know, exactly what the hell's going on in my head.
But I
and
have
I'm a
to
grown
wonder
man.
how he passed an insurance physical. They didn't send their own doctor?
I offered Jackson.
Go
I
ahead.
said, and this made headlines. I said, I'm concerned. I will pay for the medical exam, an independent medical exam, and let's find out what the real deal is.
Why did Michael Jackson want the Elephant Man remains so badly? What was that all about?
Well, Jackson, there's so many conflicting stories on this. The last one I've heard is this. He felt in another life that he had this whole connection and
To the Elephant Man.
That's right.
It is ironic. One of his heroes was Elvis. He fashioned his career after Elvis, and yet he ended up like Elvis.
Absolutely.
Isn't it remarkable what's gone down?
Remarkable.
And that you had Graceland, now you have Neverland, that will
Right.
become a shrine.
Will Neverland be a successful tourist attraction considering the child molestation accusations that occurred there? It will. People will go there.
Absolutely. They'll come there in droves.
And the Jackson family doesn't even own Neverland. Some other guy does. So they might
Did
not even
Jackson
benefit.
still maintain
Which
any
is-
part of it? I thought he had...
no.
It's pretty much empty now. I mean, he did... See, at the 11th
Well, did he
hour-
still retain
yes,
some ownership?
Yes.
He did.
was bailed
Yes.
out by this spokesperson he had in the last year of his life called Dr. Tome Tome, who bailed him out, got him capital to keep it going, keep his name part of Neverland. Now, Dr. Tome Tome...
That's an amazing name,
I
Dr.
know.
Tome Tome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's his real
take
name?
money from Dr.
That's his
Tome
real
Tome.
name.
Right. Wow.
But first of all,
Tome.
this was the guy making every business decision for Jackson in the last year of his life. I investigated Tome Tome. First of all, I phoned the American Medical Association.
Yeah.
There is no doctor under that name.
Oh.
There's no one under that
In
name.
fact, the last interview he gave at the memorial, I was at the memorial, the last interview with Matt Lauer, he only said Tome Tome now. This was the first time
No doctor.
he knew that I had
listen
the
to me.
goods on him,
Listen
and
to
it will come out in the book.
You've already told so much, no one's going to buy the book. I'm trying to keep something secret. You know what I'm saying?
Howard, it's not even the tip of the iceberg.
It's unbelievable. Ian, listen, you put 5 years of your life into this. And if you write half as well as you dance, this is going to be a huge success.
You're talking like Harry
right.
Potter success.
Ian Halperin's book, again the name, Unmasked, The Final Years of Michael Jackson, is in stores now. He put together 5 years of his life of investigating this, and he has a lot of information. The book is getting a lot of attention. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, Howard.
And your next book's got to be The Life of Artie Lang. I got to know what this guy's up to. Is he clean? Is he
I'm writing that book.
Oh, right. Okay.
Everyone's
He needs to be
asking me to
investigated.
predict on his life now. But,
Let me tell you something, motherfucker. I'm writing book too. Don't even try to muscle it on my shit.
Well, listen, I want to read what he finds.
Call Tome Tome.
All right.
Ian, how'd it go, man?
Yeah, Howard's a good dancer, man.
Yeah, you got him to dance?
Yeah, we got to dance, and I told you, Michael's music can move anyone. At first, Howard said he wasn't into the music, but once those beats kicked in, And once Howard and I had eye contact, the game was over, man. Howard moves. I mean, he might be the new king of pop.
So how'd the interview go? You feel it went well?
Well, Howard knows his shit. Howard really has followed Jackson for a long time, and the questions were great. He definitely challenged me, and again, all I'm saying here is that read the book, watch the film, and you'll get all the answers as to how Michael Jackson spent the final days of his life.
Now, do you feel that there could be any negative repercussions to any of the stories you're telling? Like, a couple of the callers weren't too thrilled about what you were saying.
Well, I've been through this drill before for so many years, and once I start releasing video and documents, the real story gets out and these callers get egg on their face. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I urge them before they make their opinion to read the book, go through everything, and then come out with stuff like this. It's too presumptuous right now.
All right, Ian. Thanks for stopping by, and good luck with the book.
Peace out.
Jason.
Yo.
So Howard had some dance moves today.
Yes.
You got any favorite Michael Jackson dance moves?
You know, I never really danced to Jackson, but I will surely give it a try for you. All right, let's go. Dan, 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 dan. Yeah, take this one.
You got any moves for us? No. Come on, dude.
I'm not fucking, whatever.
Woo!
Ow! That's a dog wiping his ass. Itchy ass.
Ron.
Yeah,
You got any dance moves?
I got plenty of dance moves that you're never going to see.
Woo! Oh!
Did you rip something?
Yeah.
What'd you rip?
I ripped my pants. Fucking ripped my pants, man.
Where'd you rip your
I
pants?
just ripped my pants doing Michael Jackson moves.
Oh, Sal. Sorry, man.
Fuck you, Michael.
Where they kind of go back and forth, and then side to side, and then back and forth again.
That's a turtle, I think, right? Hey.
You in the mood to dance yet?
No!
Moonwalk back to your office.
Fuck you.
Come on.
I can't do it.
You moonwalk?
In Jersey, we called it the coon walk. Whatever. Not me. Some friends of mine who might have been Irish or Italian used to call it, the coon walk, you know.
Oh!
How's that look?
That's great.
Don't you love your job, Chris?
Yeah, all I wanted you to do is maybe a moonwalk.
Well, you got the bonus. Bonus footage.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
now that we've had some distance from the America's Got Talent experience, the boys...
Really? There's distance?
Yeah, of course. There's at least a few days. Now that we have distance from the America's Got Talent thing, Sal and Richard went out on the street to ask old ladies and anybody else he could find. Oh, what they, he kind of tried to ID people who look like they might hate me.
Uh-huh. He can tell by...
Well, yeah, you
looking.
can tell. You can look at somebody and know if they like me or not. Can't you, kind of? I mean, let's face it, we can profile Howard Stern fans. So he wanted to see if I had won anyone over.
How did you think Howard Stern did this year on America's Got Talent as a judge?
I was surprised that he was pretty good.
Did he win you over?
No. I don't care for Howard.
Would you like to see him come back next year, or would you like to see him replaced?
Replace him with an entertainer.
So he didn't win you over at all?
No.
Hey, I'm an entertainer. I mean, maybe
she did say you were pretty good.
Yeah, but she didn't like me anyway.
You can't have the job because she doesn't like you.
She didn't like anybody, I think, if I remember this one correctly.
No. No,
one bit.
No, not really.
But you still think you did good, though?
Yeah, he did good, but it's time for somebody else.
Good, but not good enough?
Yeah.
Your opinion? How do you think Howard did this year as a judge?
I was quite surprised, and I really enjoyed him. I did enjoy him. It's fine if he comes back.
Who do you think is a better judge on TV, Howard Stern or Britney Spears?
Oh, I'll go with Howard. I don't like Britney either.
I would say they're kind of equal. They were both crazy, so now they're both coming around.
How about Howard Stern or Simon Cowell? Who do you think would be a better judge?
I'll take Simon, because he's obnoxious.
I kind of like Howard over Simon, yes.
How about Howard Stern or Judge Judy?
Oh, please. That big mouth. I get it.
Which one?
Judge Judy. I used to I don't like her anymore.
So you think Howard's a better judge than Judge Judy?
Yeah, I'll take Howard over her.
Wow.
Howard over Judge Judy, absolutely.
And Howard or Paula Abdul, who's the better judge to you?
I'll take Howard. She's annoying.
Howard, I like Paula, but I think it's just time to move on to someone that's a little bit more opinionated. She's very emotional.
Now, Sharon...
Not bad, though. I mean, I got that
You're
one
doing
lady.
all right.
I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there with the ladies. That one lady's really, she just doesn't like anybody so far. That first one.
Yeah.
Osborne is leaving America's Got Talent. Who do you think should replace her next year?
Oh, Pink?
Betty White's great. Betty White would make the
Oh,
show.
no. Betty White. She could die sitting there next to me. Betty White. How come on all these other shows you get to sit next to, like
Nicole Scherzinger.
Yeah, let me sit next to Nicole Scherzinger if they're going to replace Sharon. Let me take a look at that. I don't know. They asked a bunch of people.
What do you think of Howard Stern, how he did as a judge on America's Got Talent this year?
He's wild. He's still wild. He's good. He's good.
Who do you think will be a better judge, Howard or Britney Spears on The X Factor?
Howard.
Why?
Because I don't like her.
What about her?
I don't think she has any talent.
What about Howard or Simon Cowell?
Oh, he's nasty. Simon Coward is sort of kind of nasty, so Howard is a little nasty too, but okay. I would prefer Howard, yes.
You see?
Even to Simon, huh?
Even to Simon himself. I'm moving up there. Maybe it's a good time to leave America's Got Talent. I don't think I could,
Go out on top.
Go out on top. You should see me at home wrestling with myself as I try to make my decision.
Really?
Yeah, well,
What are you doing? Have you made a list of the pros and the cons?
Well, I kept a folder all year of, everything. Really, I did.
Uh-huh.
Like the schedules and everything, so I could look at it and review it as I make my decision.
You just can't feel whether you enjoyed it and want to continue.
Can I tell you what I'm feeling?
Okay.
All right, I can feel. The way I'm looking at it is... I don't need a drum, but okay, if you want. The way I'm looking at it is I enjoyed the show. I liked being on a network television show. I like doing something different out of my comfort zone. The actual working with Howie, Sharon, and Nick, I liked. I like the idea of the show itself. You know that. I'm a fan of the show. I like all the variety rather than just the singing.
Uh-huh.
But the singing's cool, too. And so all of that was pretty cool. I like that. And what I didn't like is that I had sort of reorganized our schedules so that we could have more time off. And even our listeners were saying, like, hey, you take too much time off. But meanwhile, I didn't feel like I had any time off because every single vacation we had, I went to work. But I was working on America's Got Talent.
Well, I think it's interesting that you took extra work and are shocked that it meant eating into your time off.
Well, I knew that, but I didn't think it would be that much time because they had convinced me that it was only 30 days of work. But that's not true because it's like you got to get to these places. There's a whole buildup. You got to be here. It's not like the day I would do America's Got Talent, I had to go run around. Like I didn't get to go have a normal day. I would just sit around and
wait. For America's Got Talent.
Yeah, and you didn't want to do too much because you got to be on your game, the whole thing. So that's the part I don't like, our schedule, because if we weren't on in the morning, it would be one thing. But I was up at 4 in the morning, and if I had to go do a taping tonight or something, it wrecks me. So that's where I'm at. But then I keep thinking to myself, well, you know what? I built something this year. I started with the show, built a following with it. How can I leave now?
And wasn't it fun?
It was. I mean, some days it was. And some days it was like kind of a drag. But, but mostly fun.
You always look like you were having fun.
Well, hey, that's my gift. I look like the life of the party.
Mr. Munn.
Yes.
Aside from Beth, many would argue that you spend the most time by Howard's side.
At AGT?
Well, in general, between the show and now after his first year in AGT. I mean, you were with him every step of the way, pretty much. Having this type of inside access, knowledge, conversation, what's your prediction for another season, for a return to America's Got Talent? What do you think is going to happen?
It's hard to say because the schedule was pretty grueling.
Right, and no one
for him.
Right, and you see that firsthand every day.
Yeah,
every morning.
Yeah, and the mornings that he'd come to the radio station, the weeks that we had to go away and travel for auditions to different cities. It was a lot. It was a lot on him. It was a lot on everybody who was involved. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to be, and I'm sure it's not all about whether the scheduling is. I'm sure it's got to do with all kinds of different things, whether he goes back or not. It's just not one thing to decide whether he goes back or not. I'm sure.
But on the grueling schedule factor alone, what does that tell you in your mind? If you had a gun to your head.
Well, I know he loves doing it. I know he loves being the judge thing. And, I don't know. I would say if I was to be asked percentage-wise, I would say 75-25 that he's going to do it.
Thank you, Mr. Munn. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Seriously, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Gary, I just spoke with Ronnie Mund about the possibility of Howard returning for a second season of America's Got Talent. Other than him, I mean, you spend the most time with Howard and you see the effects of this show and the toll it takes on him the most. What's your prediction?
I'm on the fence. Not being politically correct. It's just, I saw him be very tired at the end of the season. If it were in the middle of the season, I would have said, yeah, I'll probably resign for another year. By the end, he seemed exhausted, and I know he enjoyed himself, but I also think he might have wondered whether it was worth it or not.
If you had to quantify it, in a percentage, would you say 50-50?
50-50.
I think we're going to be speaking to Bam Margera in about 5 minutes.
About his home invasion?
Yeah, his home got invaded, and some chick started making out with him in his sleep, and then started...
Was naked. She was naked.
Naked and then fingering herself on the floor, but he called the police.
While he called the police. That turned her on. He's calling 911. Oh, my God, I have to touch myself.
She masturbated while he called police. Robin's right. He turned her on with that. Oh, wait, here's Bam. We got to hear what's happening.
All right.
It's crazy, huh, Bam?
What up?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of bizarre things before, but this by far tops it big time. And I honestly never thought I'd be so scared of like a 24-year-old naked chick in my room.
Wow.
You know, it's crazy, too, because I was thinking about you, because you're on Jackass, and I've seen you do outrageous things. I mean, like, you guys will, smack each other in the head, you'll beat each other, you'll break bones, and the one thing that freaked you out was this naked chick.
Well, I mean, the thing is that, first of all, she wasn't forming any sentences right. Like, she wasn't making any sense at all. And like, she was saying things like, the owl sent me from Jupiter when I asked who she was.
And you don't think that's hot?
I thought that she was capable of getting a knife from the kitchen and either stabbing me or my girlfriend.
Do you think someone from Jackass was playing a prank on you? Like, did that thought occur to you that maybe the guy set this up?
Where's the camera?
Actually, for one split second, I thought it was my friend named David Lee Homo. He does appearances for me, and he was staying at my house at the time. So I thought that it was him playing a prank, like laying naked in my bed, like as a joke. But
yeah, because a lot of guys. Like, who was that guy you used to hang around with? The really crazy
Novak.
Yeah.
Like you hang around with such crazy, wild people, and you need to for your business, but. Like, I wouldn't trust anything that was going on. I would think everything was weird,
Yeah, exactly. And, I woke up to someone, like, kissing me on the lips and on the neck. And I thought it was my girlfriend. So I'm like, yo, quit it, man. I'm sleeping. Like, we'll do that later. And then I see that she's dead asleep looking the other way. And I see this silhouette of this girl. And then,
Do you think if your girlfriend wasn't with you, would you maybe banged her?
Well, I mean, like, she's not a bad-looking girl. Like, she's in shape, but I mean, like, she's been homeless and stuff, so she looks like she had like really hairy armpits and like this minging ass pussy.
Did she smell?
Actually, yeah, I could. And when I turned on the light, she said that the owl sent me from Jupiter, and that sentence right there was like, what, 911 right now, like.
When you say she wasn't bad looking, like give me an example. Was she like, who'd she look like?
She looked like a hippie girl that in shape. She had no boobs. And she looked kind of like a skater girl, like one that didn't bathe too often.
Did she look like what's that singer's name? When you say skater girl, who's the girl who wrote
Avril Lavigne?
Avril Lavigne? Did she look like Avril Lavigne?
Oh no, she's drop dead gorgeous now, but
yeah, because if it was Avril Lavigne, I'd bang her. I don't care if she has a what did you call her pussy?
The owl from Jupiter would have been fine. A fine sentence.
Is that what she said? An owl from Jupiter sent me.
Yeah, and then
there's no owls on Jupiter, Robin.
And another thing is that when she was kissing me on the lips. The very next day, I get this minging-ass cold sore on my lip. So I'm like, this bitch just gave me fucking herpes, or else I have a major stress blister from all this.
No, that sounds like she gave you something. All right, so then take me through this. This girl, had you been contacted by her before?
I knew of this girl who came from Florida somewhere, who left her husband to come. She knocked on my mom's door from like with all of her bags packed and said, I'm here to marry Bam and move in.
Yeah, that's all you need is another wife. You just got rid of one.
Well, my mom was like, well, at the moment he's a little busy in that category. That happened like almost a year ago. And then so my mom called the cops, and they took her to a homeless shelter because she had nowhere to go.
Right.
And then so people around Westchester see her walking around, and she's pretty much known as Bam's Florida stalker.
Right.
You know, so I never knew what she looked like. I just heard the stories.
Are you allowed to call the police at that point? I guess not, because she really hasn't done anything wrong.
Yeah, at that point, yeah. But so my girlfriend takes her down as I'm on the phone with 911, and she's telling her all kinds of complete nonsense, like nothing that she said made any sense. She would say, like, my parents invented goats and trailers. And then,
but wait a second. So the woman had been around town for like a year. She'd even gone to your mom's house. You put her in a homeless shelter, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So, like, how did she, like, so she must have broken into your house that night.
Yeah.
And like, you don't have any kind of alarm or anything like that. You don't live that lifestyle.
Well, I have 9 camera angles, but I mean, like, I have 14 acres and the whole place is fenced off. It's a 10-foot fence that you have to, like, climb. It's, you know, it's hard to do, especially when you're naked, you know?
Right.
How did she get in?
Did
Do you
see
know?
it? Yeah, I mean, you have videotape. How did she get in? I
believe there's one part of the property where you can walk through the woods, but it's all marsh, so you're up to like a foot of mud if you want to do it that way, and it's pitch black. You can't see anything. Like, even I wouldn't be able to figure it out, and I live here.
I mean, this is a weird question, but is there any chance this girl would make a good judge on America's Got Talent if Sharon leaves? Because she sounds great. So wait, so you're saying somehow she negotiated the woods in the nude because did your cameras pick up the fact that she was nude when she broke in?
Actually, the guy who knows the password to check the footage is on a vacation, and I can't get a hold of him to look at it yet.
Yeah, we got to get a hold of that.
Yeah, we got to find out how she got in.
And will you release that video when you get it?
Yeah, and so when she figured out that I called the cops, 10 police officers, state troopers show up, and she's still rambling on about, like, the Agonist from Montreal, which is a pretty good death metal band that I sent me from Galaxy 5000, like, just making up anything. And so when she saw the police cars coming in, she just ran into the woods naked, and she absolutely had no clothes, and apparently people from Westchester who see her walking around know that she has a BMX bike. So I think that she drove from Westchester, which is 7 miles, naked to get here.
How do you know she didn't have clothes on and then get naked when she got in your house?
Yeah, she might have walked through the mud.
We tore this place apart, and we couldn't find anything, and she didn't even know where her clothes was. She, either she's completely mentally ill or she was on loads of acid or something.
Well, let me get this straight. So that night, so she somehow gets in. And by the way, who's your new girlfriend? Is she super hot like the ex-wife?
Ex-wife, yeah.
Yeah, big time. She's from San Francisco. She looks like Angelina Jolie, but she's in the itty-bitty titty committee. She has no boobs.
Your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got to bring her in here one time.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, we need to look her over if she looks like Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
That's hot. So where'd you meet that one?
Actually at a CKY concert in Petaluma, which is right near San Francisco, and she was in the front row, and we kept making eye contact. So finally, I just brought her up there, and then we just connected real well, and then been keeping in touch ever since. But
how old a girl is this?
She's 26.
Perfect. Nice. Yeah. So okay,
27 now.
You moved her in, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Why not? Oh, there she is. Yeah, she does look like Angelina Jolie.
Oh, my goodness, she absolutely does.
Yeah, a little bit Mila Kunis, too.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, hey, man, that's fine. I'd move her right in, too. How long did it take you to make that decision to move her in?
Well, we would see each other on and off when I would fly to L.A. to film Jackass or something like that. But, after a little while, it's just like, all right, move it in.
Yeah, you don't want to leave her laying around somewhere, you know what I mean? So anyway, so she's asleep. You're laying in bed. Suddenly, you feel someone making out with you. You think it's your girlfriend. This broad kisses you, and meanwhile, just from one kiss, you're saying you got a cold sore. That's unfucking believable.
Yeah,
Who knows how long she was kissing you? Because she might have been.
And who knows how long she was standing there staring at him.
Right. Oh, it's so creepy.
That's creepy.
Oh
yeah.
my God. And so then when you finally stirred, you realized it wasn't your girlfriend because you looked over and you saw your girlfriend sleeping.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my. I mean, your heart's got to be pounding a mile a minute.
Yeah, it's like especially when it's like dark and you can't really see. Like all I could see is a silhouette of a naked chick that I never recognized before.
Wow.
And it gets even better because I said she's known as the Florida Stalker. Well, a few of my friends do a radio show at a bar in town that she happened to show up to at the time. So they're like, we want to interview you right now. And this was about 2 to 3 months ago. And they say, so you came here from Florida to marry Bam, and where are you even living right now? And she said, I live in a tree fort, and they just thought she was nuts.
Well, tree fort.
Well, when the police came here, they searched my entire property for almost 7 hours, and finally they find her in my treetop casino. So she did this interview 3 months ago, which means she's been fucking living at my house without anybody knowing it.
What's a treetop casino?
It's for Viva La Bam, we did this episode where we built this tree fort in the woods. So I hardly ever go down there.
Right.
And nobody really does. But she's been sneaking in and living there.
But you call it the Tree Fort Casino because what, you guys would play cards and stuff there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I'd like to build one of those, actually.
And never go to it.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
a naked woman living in it.
No naked women in my Tree Fort Casino. But like every guy's probably thinking, hey, that's kind of cool, but it's not, man, because that's scary. I mean, she could have cut your dick off or something.
You don't know what she could have done.
Yeah, I mean, the most bizarre thing was just the fact that she's not, her sentences aren't making it, she would just say words. It was scary.
So do you think that so she's in police custody right now, right?
Yeah, and I feel bad for her because they gave her sexual assault charges, stalking, trespassing, breaking and entering, robbery,
wow,
all this. Well, how can you rob anything with your butt ass naked? But they pretty much gave her.
Yeah, but dude, you got it. Listen, don't say you feel bad for her because this is a chick who's not going to give up. That's number one. Like, look at Letterman. He used to have some situation like that. That chick was not giving up under any circumstance. If what the cops are trying to do is make enough charges, because in our system, the cops charge you with a bunch of stuff, and then it gets all knocked down. So you want her to be in jail for a while, at least just to fucking straighten her out a little.
Yeah, have her sentences straightened out.
To get help. I'd rather just have her get help.
Who's going to help her? Dr.
There may
Phil?
not be any help.
I don't want to press charges or anything.
No,
I just
dude.
Want her to get help or leave me alone or something.
Dude, listen to me. Listen to me, Bam. You respect me, right?
Yeah, big time.
Okay. You've got to press charges. You have got to. Listen to me. If you don't, then this chick's going to be out.
Yeah.
You've got to, man.
And she'll be back at the tree fort.
I mean, as crazy as your life is and how, you're one of those guys, hey, man, everything's cool. This isn't cool.
And the scariest thing is that now that I figured out that she's been living on my property for 3 months. You know how many times I'd be alone at 3 a.m. in my kitchen, jerking off to internet porn?
Yeah.
She could have been peeking in the window.
Of course she was peeking in the window. She's got video of you jerking off.
Have her sentences straightened out since she's been in jail for a little while.
Yeah, what's the report? Is she starting to talk normal, or is she still?
You know what? I don't think she ever really talks normal, because even when she did that interview 3 months ago, she still wasn't making sense. That's what
I'm talking about.
That's why when she said, I live at a tree fort, they just thought it was another nuts thing that she was saying.
Right.
Was there ever any point where you were going to go, hey, let's do a threesome? Did you... you know what I mean? Here's a naked chick and your hot girlfriend standing there and...
I mean, just the fact that we didn't know who she was, that probably wouldn't have flew. But
right.
If it was a good friend, that we knew all about her, I guess it might be a possibility. But
No, you got to press charges. I'm telling you, Bam. It's that's dangerous stuff. Like, I know
you may not want to.
I know it's funny, and she's a naked hot chick and all that stuff, but
and like I'm terrified. I was so scared that like I had to go to my neighbor Cresta's house to like hide and shit.
Right. I mean,
I'm hiding at my own house because I'm terrified of where she is. The police looked everywhere and and just simply couldn't find her. And I guess she found some like little, because they looked in the tree fort and couldn't find anything. And then finally, when they double checked, I guess she was covered in blankets or something.
Oh, up in the tree fort.
Yeah, and that thing is so like rotten at the moment that like there's not even stairs to get up there. So she has to go on my mini ramp and scale a 2x4 that's about 15 feet long and 10 feet high.
No wonder she's in such good shape. Look what she's doing.
Yeah.
And I like Bam's house. It's like my mini fort, my mini ramp, my tree fort. I mean, it's like a 5-year-old's house. It's cool.
No, it's the Neverland Ranch without the kids.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like she had to climb up my mini ramp to get to my tree fort.
She scaled a 2x4 to the mini ramp.
It's so great. Did the other Jackass guys call you to just say, "Hey, are you okay?"
Yeah, I mean, I got just tons of text messages, just when I think that your life can't get any crazier, something like that happened.
Hey, was that your hot new girlfriend I heard in the background?
Yeah, she's here.
Yeah? Should I say hello to her, you think? Are you going to stick with this one?
Yeah. Hold on. I'll pass her on over.
What's she wearing?
Okay, what's she wearing? She's pretty much, she's been sleeping, but she knew I was going to be on here, so she's all out of it right now.
She naked?
She's in, boy shorts.
And that's it?
Yeah, and then her shirt, but like I said, she's in the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, so.
Does that bother you? Do you want a chick with big tits?
No, I just like the busted balls, but no, her personality and.
I might break into your house just to get to her.
If you wake up and there's a naked Howard Stern.
Yeah, if you see me nude and uttering words. I like that the crazy chick goes. It's an owl from Jupiter sent me. That's so original.
Yeah, she is pretty creative, I guess, because I never heard any kind of sentences that she was coming out with.
Is there any part of you that wants to incorporate her into the next Jackass movie? Like
maybe she'd be the first chick to be in Jackass.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes professionally you go, Yeah, I know she's insane, but maybe we put that in.
So are we.
Yeah, we're insane. She's insane. It'll be great.
We would probably have to have a team of security next to her because nobody knows what she's capable of doing.
Yeah, she's the real Jackass.
And actually, you just mentioned Novak. He did a year in jail, and he pretty much just got out. But
oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, and he was only supposed to do 5 months on the weekend. So he would just do weekends and get out. But the idiot comes out and comes on my show on Sirius Radio, and he goes, George W. Hill Correctional Facility is idiots because they have 30 of us pissing the line, and the last person they're looking at is me, so I take my buddy's clean piss out my ass and pour it in, and somebody just forwarded it to the warden. So when he came in the next weekend, they're like, "You idiot, we heard your radio show, you piss right now," and then he did, and it turned out to be hot, and they're like, "You're getting a year in prison right now." So he thought he was doing 2 days on the weekend. He wound up getting a whole year.
If you were a decent man, why wouldn't you set Novak up with that crazy chick who broke into your house?
It sounds like a match.
Because, I mean, it seems to me that owls from Jupiter have been affecting Novak's life, too.
Yeah, actually, Novak's girlfriend is super hot, and she's such a sweetheart, and I don't know how, a scumball like him could get a girl like that. And when he was doing a year in jail, he calls me up dead serious, and he's just like, "Yo, Bam, can you please go over and visit my girlfriend and bang her out, please? Because if you don't, then she's probably going to meet some goddamn frat boy, and he's going to run around town bragging that he banged out my girl. So can you please go over and do it, please?
Did you help him out?
Huh?
Did you do it?
Well, I did once, and then I said, he's like, so did you do it? I'm like, yes, Novak, you're welcome.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What a crazy life.
Like, in his weird sick head, I could see that the logic of that, like, if you're going to spend a year in jail, you're going to get nervous that, you know, something might happen because so much time goes
Let me
by.
understand something. So
I'd rather have my best friend do it than some frat boy bragging around town about it.
So, Bam, you went over to the house where Novak's girlfriend was, and you said, look, Novak asked me to bang you so that you won't get horny and bang some frat boy.
Yeah, well, he talked to her about it before he called me.
Oh,
he did, and he straightened everything out. So you walk over.
She knows what the deal is.
And she knows the deal.
She knows the deal.
And you go in, and, like, does she just get naked and start kissing you right away?
Well, there's a few drinks involved, I suppose.
Right. And then and then you fucked her.
Yeah.
How many times?
Just once.
And was she like, I'm really glad you did this because I don't want to cheat on Novak?
Now I won't be with a frat boy for a while?
I think it was more of Novak wanting to feel safe that at least somebody did it.
Yeah. Had you ever fooled around with her before?
If we did, it was just like a drunken thing at a bar. You know?
Right. And after you banged her, is there any emotional attachment, or does she say, geez, could you come back and do this again for me next week?
No, I mean, we're good friends, like super good friends, you know, but once I decided to bring Nikki out here, then, you know, that changes.
I see. So you only banged her that once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Wait, what a lifestyle.
What's Novak going to do now?
Yeah. Who's going to bang his girlfriend while he's in jail now? If Bam can't do it.
He's out now.
He's out.
Oh,
now.
he
Good.
is
All
out.
right. Yeah.
Oh, good.
So she hung in there with him. Oh, my God.
He told me that he was, he had a roommate, like, this super thug dude that was, like, really intimidating, and Novak had the top bunk, and one night his roommate, his name was Streets, and he hears from Novak's bunk, he's like, yo, man, are you jerking off up there? And he's like, yeah. He's like, yo, you can't be doing that in here, man. I feel a certain way about this. Like, he didn't know which way he felt. He just felt a certain way. I mean, Novak took his morals and threw them right out the window, so he doesn't give a shit.
Did Novak have sex in prison with any dudes?
No, but yeah, I guess he did say it's like super hard to jerk off in there because you go to the showers, there's a bunch of dudes in there, so you can't do it there.
Right.
And the toilet you share with your roommate, so I mean, there's never really a time to do it.
Yeah,
So
I guess at night would be the only time.
fuck it.
Good old Novak.
Well, it sounds like he's on his way up the ladder now that he's out of jail. Things are only looking up for him.
What was he in jail for in the first place?
Because what was he in jail for?
He forged the doctor's signature for like pills, like Xanax or something. I don't know.
And he got a weekend sentence, and then it got increased because he went on your radio show and told how he was cheating on his urine test.
on his drug
Yeah, like
test.
what
God.
kind of dipshit would?
Oh my God!
Doesn't he know that somebody could easily just forward it to the jail and say that? Like,
he's fucking retarded. And like, does he get mad at himself for that, or he's just laughing about it?
I mean, he just knows that like what he did was his idiot fault for saying that. You know.
Is he a dumb guy? I mean, like, he seems like a bright guy.
The thing is, he's like the most street smart person ever. Like,
right.
You could put him in the worst part of like Baltimore, which is like the heroin capital of the world, and like, you know, you could put him in the worst part of town, and he'll be able to talk his way out of everything. You know.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like, you know, I guess book smarts, like he's dumb as shit, I guess.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Well, what a crazy life. Hey, by the way, you can check out Bam Margera at bammargera.com, Margera.
Yeah.
You working on a new movie?
At the moment, you know how Knoxville did that he dresses as the old man and fucks with people.
Yeah.
In Jackass. Well, there's going to be coming up soon a whole movie about that, and I think at the end I play Spike Jonze's lover, because Spike Jonze plays a girl. So I'm his I'm his lover who Knoxville wants to beat me up to win her back, and
he's doing a whole movie of that character,
of the old guy, huh?
Yeah,
I love that.
It's still early in the works, but other than that, I hosted Punk'd, and they liked it so much that they want me to start doing it full time now, because
that'd be good.
Butcher's doing he's too busy doing 2.5 Men, I guess. So
yeah.
There you go.
There you go. I like that.
yeah, I mean, there's just so many like pilot type things happening that there's not really any answers on what channel it's going to be on. But like me and Tony Hawk and Jason Ellis are all working on a thing called Radio Clash, which is, you know, whatever we talked about on the radio, they film. Like if I talk about the Florida Stalker, then they would reenact what happened, you know.
Right. Well, hey, Jason's a good dude. I've had him on the show many times. I like him.
Yeah, I heard that. It was good.
Yeah,
you never had Hawk on there, though, huh?
No, I guess not. I don't know why. Maybe we will.
Wasn't it Hawk who alerted us to Tim's eating habits at the airport?
Yeah, Hawk was. We got to get him on here.
Have who on?
Hawk.
Oh, Hawk.
Tony.
Yeah, I believe he's in New York at the moment, because I just saw him there 2 days ago.
No, he's an owl from Jupiter, that guy. You know what I mean? Well, hey, listen, Bam, it's a fascinating story. Again, another just great headline in your life. Be careful. Press charges if you want my advice.
I would close down the tree fort, because she's coming back.
You really think? Oh man, I just don't want to.
Bam, listen to me. You're like a real good.
She's already troubled. I just don't want to trouble her anymore.
Yeah, but Bam, if you don't trouble, as you say, her anymore, and I know you're a good dude, and like, you know, anything goes in your life, you know, and you're tolerant of a lot of behaviors, but she sounds like so disturbed that.
Yeah, the only way to get her help is to press charges.
You're actually helping her by pressing charges, because, you know, maybe something good will come out of it. If you don't, she's just going to go right back up in the treehouse or whatever and just stalk you.
Like a cockroach.
I feel like it just seems like she's just too far gone to even have anybody analyze her to figure out what her problem is.
That's why you want her locked up.
Yeah, and you're not the person to figure that out.
Right.
Yeah, like you know, when you hear people at raves who are selling like acid, and they have like a massive vial, and then it breaks and soaks into their leg, and then they're nuts forever.
Right.
Like, I think that probably happened to her.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sad story, but you can't get sucked into that sad story. You've got to really realize your own safety and
your girlfriend's.
And if that chick gets out, you better beef up security around there.
This woman says she wants to marry you. She might be dangerous to any other woman in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think somebody diagnosed her, and she's like officially like bipolar, schizophrenic, all that.
Yeah. Let me speak to that hot new girlfriend of yours.
Hold on.
What's her name?
Nikki.
Nikki.
Hello.
Hey, baby.
Hi, honey. How are you?
No. What's your story? You're super hot.
Oh yeah, you know what I look like?
Yeah, I just saw a picture of you. You look like a little like Mila Kunis and Angelina Jolie.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I like that. What, are you doing any kind of work, or are you just like living with Bam?
Living here with Bam for right now, but
and my pagan biker buddy who's guarding the property.
Good. You need like 50
you
pagan
need about
biker buddies.
50, yeah.
And so your whole thing is just having sex with Bam, right?
Wait, what?
Like your whole thing is just like being with Bam and, you know, pleasing him.
Well, I mean, I love him to death, yeah.
You have any
Don't
aspirations?
love. I moved out here from San Francisco.
Nice.
What'd you do before?
Huh?
Like, what do you like?
do before?
What's your aspirations?
I am a photographer, graphic designer, and I also pose for art naked, like, you know, figure modeling.
No kidding. How can I, like a lot of
Even
us...
though I had
Don't
no
you
clue.
draw, Howard?
Yeah, well, I've got a sketch pad with a Mont Blanc pen and stuff. I'm pretty much into sketching. Any chance I could hire you to pose nude for me?
Yeah, sure, why not?
What does a thing like that cost?
Well, I got paid $200 for 3 hours.
Oh, fuck. We'll give you $400 for 3 hours.
You don't even have to, but you're going to just throw it in.
I'm doubling your salary.
$400 for 3 hours.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you come down here? I'll give you $400. And
You want
come.
me to model for you?
Yeah. I'll draw
Okay.
you. I'd love to
All right,
draw you.
let's
I would
do it
love to.
then.
Beautiful. Well, you look. That's great. $400. You'll be naked for 3 hours.
Oh, so Bam here
Yeah.
was just saying that do you guys still give away boob implants?
What?
What kind of thing?
No, a boob job.
Boob job.
Boob jobs. Oh, he's
Can I do me a favor? Let me look you over when I'm drawing you. I got my suspicions are you don't need fake boobs. Like you're probably hot and you.
And Bam doesn't need you to win them.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is that I do have a butt.
I gotta see. I gotta sketch you.
Okay.
Do you mind if I position you when I sketch you? I have various positions I like.
I can work with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Probably all fours.
Yes, I can do that.
So how's that work? Like you come into my classroom, and then you like disrobe in front of me.
I take off my clothes. I have a robe. I go on stage and I do my thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And then however we want to pose you, we can pose you, and we just draw you and stuff.
Exactly.
Fred,
Who decides on the pose?
I'll do that with Fred.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, when you go to these classes, who decides on the pose?
I do.
Oh, wow. What's your favorite pose?
How about this? I will show you all of them when I go in there.
Oh, great.
Will you ever like spread completely open so I can draw the inside
Like
of your
a
vagina?
hustler pose?
Yeah, like a hustler type deal.
With a leg up on a chair?
Yeah.
You would do that?
Yeah.
Wow. Anus and the anus spread as well?
Oh, God, I don't know about that, no.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
No clear sphincter?
No, nothing like that, no.
Don't forget, we're doubling your pay, so.
Okay, so Bam here, he's going to forward you guys a photo that he took of me
Oh, good.
naked.
Yeah. Let me see that. Hey, Gary. Bam, whose address does Bam have?
Are you talking to
Maybe
me?
Gary's.
Does Bam have our email?
Do you have their email address?
No, but I could get it from...
Gary.
Okay, here, how about this? I'll hand you over the phone.
No.
Oh, no.
We're not done yet. Who else is going to
Okay.
sketch? Well, I've got that artist known as Fred Norris. Have you ever heard of him? Fred Norris will be drawing you. He's a pretty famous artist.
Not familiar with my work?
Fred Norris?
Yeah, he'll be doing you. I'll be doing
No, I'm
you.
going to have to look that up.
Yeah. Wow. You sound like a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, a blast, I think.
We got this artist here, J.D. Van Gogh, they call him. He'll be drawing you, too.
J.D. Van
All
Gogh.
right.
Yeah, we'll all have berets on. It's going to be cool. We'll paint. It's going to be awesome.
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah. You in love with Bam?
Yes, I am.
Do you want to marry him?
I would love to be with him forever, yes.
Wow.
We're
A
just
lot
on
of
the
people
same
have tried.
wavelength.
Were you freaking out when that chick was in there?
Oh, God, I've never experienced anything like that ever in my life.
Can I tell you
Yeah,
something?
that was rather strange, but,
You better sit him down and say, listen, dude, you've got to press charges because this
Yeah,
girl
because I
could
got to be able to sleep.
Because this girl could come and kill you if she gets violent because she's jealous of you.
well, see, the thing is that she was not acting violent, which
Right.
is a good thing.
That's good.
She also, like, Bam doesn't want to press charges, but we did call the cops, and once we put this in the cops' hands, they take it from there, and since she did break the law and all that stuff, like, they're going to follow through with all the...
No, they have to.
She did do, yeah.
Do you listen
So, I
to
mean,
the
we're not
cops?
going to, press any charges because she wasn't...
No. Oh. All right, well, you better talk that over.
And Bam was talking about getting a gun, but I can't allow that because I am a felon.
Oh, you're a felon?
What'd you do?
Oh,
What did you do that you're a felon?
I caught my boyfriend at the time cheating, and I pistol whipped him.
Whoa.
That's a felony?
That's a felony.
She
How
pissed-
bad was it?
You pistol whipped a dude? Wow.
Yeah. Well, he tackled me down on the ground while she walked out, and...
Oh, you caught him in the act.
Oh, wow. Hey, you didn't shoot him. You just pistol whipped him. What is pistol whipping exactly? Where you take the butt of the gun and you just kind of smack them in their face?
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
Several times.
Wow. I bet your Bam won't cheat on you.
Well, I think he had his time for play.
And what did he do? Did he press charges against you?
It's kind of a long story. Maybe when I go in there and I'm all free, I'll explain it to you.
Yeah, when you're naked, you can explain that to me. Why did you?
I mean, my dumbass decided to date somebody who was running a brothel, and there's a lot more of the story, but
oh dear,
I kind of don't want to go into it.
Were you hooking?
No.
You weren't hooking.
I was the photographer.
You were the photographer at a brothel?
They take pictures.
I don't want any pictures of that. Sir, would you like to have your picture taken with your hooker? How do you become a photographer?
There's no way in hell that I can do something like that. No way.
How do you become a photographer at a brothel?
Yeah.
Well, I met this guy who I didn't know that he was running it for a while. But then he found out that I was a photographer, and he said that he needed somebody to take some photos of these girls. I said, sure, why not? And so I did, and yeah.
So how long did you go away to jail for pistol whipping your boyfriend?
2.5 months in county.
Did you do any chicks in there, or
Oh, no.
That's not your thing.
Oh God, no.
Yeah. Were your parents upset that you pistol whipped the guy?
I was on 3 years felony probation.
Oh, so you're free and clear of that now?
Yes.
Yeah, but Bam can get a gun.
Finally.
Why can't Bam get a gun?
But she can't have a gun.
I live here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You mean Bam can't have a gun because you live there?
Exactly, yeah.
Holy mackerel. What's happening to our rights, Robin?
They're being trampled on.
Wow. So, jeez, you're wild. You are just, you're the whole package.
Yeah, I wonder how this guy could go back to the brothel after, a chick beat him up.
Yeah, right. I mean, and was he humiliated that you had beaten him up?
Well, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
He looked pretty horrible with a huge lump on the side of his head.
Jeez, I can't wait to draw you.
Wow.
Wait, what was that?
Can't wait to draw this chick, Robin.
I know. She's exciting.
Yeah, I'm really going to do a good job. I'm a pretty good...
I'm excited, too.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy my sketch work.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you don't mind looking like a stick figure.
Do you actually draw?
Yeah, I sketch.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, it's no big deal for me to sketch a nude woman. I mean, I've done it many times.
He's also a photographer. You two can
I am a
swap
photographer.
notes.
You are a photographer?
Yeah.
Really?
Shot a few covers.
Oh. Well, I would love to actually see some of your stuff, too.
And maybe I'll take a few pictures while you're naked.
Oh, and you have to also see what Bam has been working on. He's been painting like a maniac.
Oh, I bet with you in the house. I paint, too.
I mean, I've modeled for him a couple times, yeah.
Yeah. Tell him to bring those paintings.
Bam's an artist?
Sure.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I guess when you have a girl who's willing to be naked all the time and pose for you, you become an artist. Why not?
Well, you got to see the kind of stuff that he does. It's
I want to see that.
Yeah.
With the naked photo that he's going to send over of me, he'll take some photos and of his art and all that. And
How quick can I get that naked photo? Can I put you guys on hold and then you can get on with Gary?
We texted Bam the email address.
Oh, you did?
So just tell Bam to check his text.
They just texted you the email address.
Okay.
Yeah, as many as he can send.
As many as you can send.
Please.
Oh, God.
What if you could actually see pussy lips?
Yeah. What'd you say? Yeah, we want to see her lips. Is that what he said?
Here, I'll let you talk to him.
Yeah, let me talk to him. I'll get to
Al from Jupiter said what?
It was nice talking to you guys.
Hey, nice talking to you. You seem very cool.
Do you want the Hustler version photos?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you got those.
Version?
We'll take both actually, both versions, Playboy and Hustler.
All right, fair enough.
Hey, I've booked an appointment to draw her.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll come up and paint her too.
Howard is hiring. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got some people here who are artists. We all want to paint her.
Right on. Bring it on.
All right, Bam. All right. Well, hey, listen. Go to BamMargera.com, MARGERA, and check out what he's up to. And obviously, a lot of cool stuff.
Oh, and you also have to follow Eric _ the cat at Twitter, because he's my new cat, and he's getting loads of followers. I take photos of him driving the Lamborghini and stuff like that.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe they should lock the two of you up and let that girl out.
Other people's sentences aren't making sense.
That's right. I like that Bam met a girl that doesn't make any sense. He's going to lock her up. All right, Bam, you continue to be great. And we look forward to those pictures, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yeah, right on.
All right, later.
Definitely later.
Bye.
Bam Margera. He's got the treehouse thing going.
Yeah, I mean, who knew he had a tree fort for real that she could live in?
He's so much fun, that guy. I love his new girlfriend.
What's not to love?
Gary, do we have those pictures yet?
Not yet.
Oh, come on.
Now look at you all anxious. Calm down.
I feel like I'm...
They're only going to get here as fast as he sends them.
I feel like I'm by the microwave waiting for the coffee to heat up, and 30 seconds is too long. What are you doing? You checking?
Yeah, no, I keep checking.
You keep refreshing your email? Hurry up.
I keep hitting replication.
I just hired her. I doubled her salary, so we're going to be painting. Get the easels out, the beret. We haven't done that.
Bam's even painting. She inspires people.
Yeah. I haven't painted in a while.
Right. Do you still have the equipment? Where is it?
Yeah, we still have. We can get it out of the mothballs. My paintings are pretty crude.
It's at the museum.
Fred's actually pretty good. He'll probably do a nice painting of her.
Is your sketching better than your painting?
Yeah.
Maybe you ought to sketch while Fred paints.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that.
But the painting takes a while.
Yeah, I'll sketch and Fred will paint.
Took me 6 weeks to do a Baba Booey.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fabulous Baba Booey. Any luck there, Gar?
Oh, I mean, it's not like he just hung up the phone. You know, take a minute to get
Yeah,
to
God knows what Bam is doing.
Yeah, but he should have been preparing while we were talking.
He's not on the tight schedule we're on.
Look, he's a guy who doesn't want to turn in the girl in the tree fort.
He really is a jackass.
I love that she pistol whipped the dude, and he's afraid of the chick who broke into the house.
Oh, that is such a funny story. She's the greatest girl. Of course she's dating Bam. She dated a guy who ran a brothel.
Oh, and she had the greatest line, by the way. You know, you go, oh, is it Bam a little while? She goes, yeah, he had his fun. Like, it's all done now.
Yeah, it's all over.
But Bam
She pistol whips him.
Yeah, Bam better pay heed to that story.
Yeah. Still no pictures, huh? Look at there's about 50 guys around Gary's
Everybody's
computer.
waiting. That's a line. It looks like the Apple store.
Yeah. All right, I guess I got to take a break. I was hoping for
and wait.
Yeah, I was hoping
Get
for the
some patience.
Shit.
Nothing yet.
Nothing. Oh. Don't tickle my ass with a feather.
How do you know how Bam is with technology? He might have to wait for somebody to
No,
do
he's
all
like a
this.
young guy. He's these kids today can text and do everything. I got to get John Lieberman in here.
What's
He
going
uncovered his story. Real quick, John, get in here because I got to do Robin's News, and we got a big meeting today. So you got to hear this. So John uncovered a big story concerning Sal.
Uh-huh.
So here's how the mystery started, Howard.
Right.
Ronnie brought to my attention this morning that Sal has worn hats to work the past 2 days.
And everyone asks me if I notice, and I go, I never look at Sal.
So, of course, we solve mysteries, we uncover things. So I confronted Sal about this. What we've learned is the reason that Sal is wearing caps to work is because his hair cannot be exposed to light anymore.
What?
And that is because he is doing a hair treatment called iGrow,
What an
where
idiot.
51 light sources, including 21 laser diodes and 30 LED lights, are strapped into a helmet on his head, shooting these rays into his hair follicles in hopes of growing them. Now, we've done a lot of research.
He has a full head of hair.
It must be thinning to him because he was taking that.
He's an
Propecia,
asshole. Like,
wasn't he?
doesn't he realize there's probably no scientific data that supports that shooting light into your head is going to make your hair grow? I mean, what is that?
Well, funny you should ask. It's a low-level laser therapy, and it's hands-free. So you strap on this helmet. It looks like a bike helmet.
Don't you think if somebody came up with a way for hair to grow, the guy would be a multi-billionaire? And I'm not saying that this causes cancer, but, you know, aren't you a little afraid of shooting light into your head?
All I know is that the contraption, and Gary's bringing it in now.
It's a bicycle helmet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. What a douche fucking bag he is. He's a
It
moron.
probably does nothing, Howard.
He's the guy who like snake oil salesman used
Right.
to.
He's Ralph Cramden.
But he's not trying to make money off of this.
No.
He's just spending money on everything.
But this is great.
You put this helmet on, and what happens?
Well, you put the helmet on, and these 51 light sources beam into your hair follicles. In addition, you have to put on different lotions. It's a whole regimen. But get this.
What's he paying for that?
Well, we've done some digging, and it turns out this company sent this to Tim Sabian a while ago, but Sal, now wanting to grow his hair, has now taken advantage of it. But here's the thing.
Sal has hair.
Well, look, Sal wants to be in movies. He wants to improve his teeth, improve his hair.
Talent.
And here's what we've learned about how you actually have to store this helmet. It is stored in it looks like a hard chrome suitcase underneath Sal's desk. And when you open it up, you have the helmet and all the accompanying lotions and powders, and it's a whole contraption.
What does it cost?
It costs retail $699.
And how do you have to wear this every day, or
He looks
how
like
many hours?
Looks like he joined the gay roller derby with this hat. Look at this thing.
This company released this product in February of 2011, so it's a fairly new product.
Yeah, I bet. But listen, I don't know the company, and I'm not saying anybody's doing anything wrong. I'm not saying it's illegitimate. I'm not saying anything. But, it just seems to me if somebody really figured out a way to grow hair, it would be revolutionary. And I don't know what this is, but this guy's fucking retarded. He'll do anything to himself.
The thing is that your hair, it warns you during this treatment program that if your hair is exposed to light, strange things can happen.
Let's expose him to light.
And this is why Sal is wearing the ball cap to work every day. You have to do it for a week. No light for a week on your hair.
I mean, Sal, come here. I bet you if I told Sal, if you eat my shit, it'll grow hair.
It'll grow hair, he would do it.
He would do it. He'd do it anyway. You're such a fucking asshole. I can't even believe it. You're like a moron.
Why? Because I want my hair to look good.
First of all, you have hair.
Yeah.
What are you worried about? Oh, light got on it. You're stupid. Don't you think if somebody figured out a way to grow hair, that it would be the front page of every newspaper for a year?
Well, I might be the first poster child. You never know. I mean,
you don't know what this is.
I don't, but it's worth a
Did you
shot.
do any research? Do you know?
No, Tim gave it to me. I said, "What the hell? I'll give it a shot."
You don't care. Whatever someone gives you, you'll rub into your head.
Pretty much.
All right, good. Okay.
Not anything, but I did research it. Like John is research. Well, I knew to put the baseball hat on and not to expose it to light. I'm doing the proper.
What scientific evidence is it that they grow hair?
Beats the shit out of me.
Yeah, okay.
It looks like a cool contraption, so I'm giving it a shot.
Put it on your head. Let me see what it looks like.
Have you felt any overheating, Sal? Because it appears that it could overheat your head. Do you feel your head
I
getting
have no
warm?
nerves in my brain, so I don't feel shit.
I hope you go bald from it. That would be
That's
really
very
cool.
nice of you.
Look, you've got such a lovely full head of hair. Why are you worrying?
And these things massage in, and they work the follicles.
That's for people. Are you losing your hair?
A little bit here and there. I'm very self-conscious about it.
Just leave your hair alone.
Okay.
You're such a douchebag. Stop.
How funny that
Okay.
thing is.
You know what? I'll stop.
When are you going to do your next
You
treatment?
gotta plug
Tonight.
Plug that thing in?
Yeah, you got to plug that in. Robin, we got to watch him do his treatment.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Sal, why were you angry when we asked you about it?
I wasn't
You seemed-
angry. Like, Ronnie was just speculating something was up because I was wearing it. So I said, again, I'm not plugging the product. I just want to do this on my own. I didn't want you to break my balls and call me the douchebag and asshole
You
that
look
you
like
did.
Lance Armstrong when he's riding the bike there. Or you know, like when Will.i.am wears that that thing on his head.
Oh, yeah. And the black-eyed peas.
Yeah, black-eyed peas. You look like the black-eyed peas.
I'm a black-eyed idiot.
Right.
How long does the treatment take at night? Like an hour or two?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, it's a long treatment.
Well, it's worth it. Look at him.
I fall asleep with it. And you know what? I can't hear my wife with this thing on, so it's pretty good. It's fantastic.
Right. Oh, my God.
I'm
So
giving it a
funny.
shot. I don't know.
Right.
Who the hell
Oh, my
knows?
God.
I don't know anything anymore.
Yeah,
It's all-
you know what? If you rub my shit all over you, you'll grow hair. All right. Well, you're a genius.
When
Well,
did he
Indians build
start
houses
this
from
and
shit.
when will
Maybe it'll
he-
grow hair. It is useful.
What, Robin?
When did he start this, and when will he see results?
Never.
What's that, Robin?
I said, when did you start and when do you expect to see results?
Beats the shit out of me.
Hey, seriously, for $500, I'll sell you my time-traveling sombrero that I bought in Mexico. What do you
It
think?
couldn't look any stupider than that.
Sounds good.
So you didn't pay for the treatment? You just like...
Well, Tim threw it to me a year ago.
Right.
It's been sitting under my desk, and one day I was like, I think my hair's starting to get a little thin. I looked at this contraption and said, what the hell? I'll slap it on my head.
Look, turn to your left. Your left.
Oh my God.
Your other left. Get lost. Cadaver.
Ronnie had a big... First of all, I say turn to your left, he turns to his right. You finally turn to your left, and you see Ronnie's been holding an asshole sign over you for the entire...
Well, on TV, that's my left, so...
Yeah.
It takes 6 months to see any results, according to the company's website.
Good. That way they're out of town by the time you come to get sent.
So we'll do it before and after. We'll see what the hell happens.
All right. Good for you, Sal.
Thank
Congratulations on your hair growth.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Right. Use your head, man. Really, seriously. Really.
I am with this helmet.
But just use your fucking head.
All right, so maybe I'll bail on it.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the help.
When I see more evidence that this really grows hair, I'll...
Okay. We should put it on like Scott the engineer, maybe.
Yeah, see if he grows hair. I guarantee he won't.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. All right, thank you for uncovering that big story.
Another mystery solved.
Right. You might have saved it. You might have just saved him a lot of aggravation.
I saved your life.
Yeah, you never know. I don't know anything about it. I'm just saying. And again, I don't know this company. I mean, maybe they've unlocked the secret to growing hair. I mean,
well, they came out in February of 2011.
Right.
I think we would have heard about it if it...
You'd think so. Well, maybe people just don't know.
You spend so much time prank calling Tradio and all these other ridiculous product peddling services. Why would
Here's
you
the next
ever,
item that's going up for sale.
Why would you ever believe that a product like that works? It reeks of a infomercial scam.
Because it was under my desk, it was for free. Tim was nice enough to lend it to me, and I gave it a shot.
What was the tipping point with your hair? I mean, Howard himself said you have a full head of hair. I mean, what's been going on lately that you're noticing? Are you feeling
Nothing really. I just like to have it a little... I stopped the alopecia because it was from India, and Howard called it a piece of shitter. And then I'm using a little Rogaine, but then the Rogaine really wasn't working for me. So I said, let me give this thing... I just gave it a shot. It's called iGrow. I'm looking to grow some hair. What the hell's the big deal?
I overheard Will Murray say that, you must have a death wish because... And I thought he made a great point. I mean, you're smoking electronic cigarettes...
Yeah.
You're putting, non-regulated drugs into your system, like alopecia and various other drugs you've been ordering. Now you're shooting like death rays into your hair.
Listen to me. Look at Keith Richards. He smokes weed. He does heroin. He drinks all day. Look at all these guys. Guys still going. Every day we have interviews with celebrities and stuff. They're doing tons of drugs. They're hurting their bodies. At least the drugs that I do are trying to improve my body. There's nothing wrong with trying to better yourself. I am using this helmet on my head to try to better myself. Like John said, I'm in the movie industry now. I do movies now. I got big things in the works. I just finished Jersey Shore Massacre. It's huge. Stars Richard Christie. Stars Bigfoot. You can plug this into your car as well.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Dude, what are you thinking? Where does this self-consciousness come from?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think I have to go see a therapist to find out. No,
has your wife been saying anything to you about your hair thinning out? Has she made you feel
I could come home with a ski mask and she wouldn't look at me twice. She doesn't reckon. When I had my beard, I had it on for 3 weeks. I said to her at the dinner table, I go, so what do you think? She goes, what? I go, my beard. She goes, oh, I didn't notice. So you think, she doesn't notice many things.
So you're not attempting to, impress her or do anything
No, it's for myself. Would you be upset if you were losing your hair?
Yes, I would, but I'd be very, very skeptical about a product such as this.
Yeah, well, hey,
Show me how this is kept under your desk. They kept alluding to the fact that there's a whole kit, a whole case.
Oh, that's the whole thing over here. You got the remote control. You have.
Could you just turn it down for one more? Thanks, buddy.
You got this here. You have your remote control. You have the helmet. It goes into this special box. Then you have your iGrow lotions. You have your daily shampoo. You have your conditioners. So
let me see that case again, if you don't mind.
You have the case here. Where's the top? You have this here, and then nice sturdy protective case. Even Benji says it's not a bad idea. Benji probably agrees with me. Why not give it a shot?
Well, I would read it up about it, but if you do get rid of it, let me know. All right.
Because I'll read into it and stuff.
Okay.
What's the name of the...
iGrow.
I'll look at... Is it... Do you know what's in the shampoo and stuff? Does it say?
Beats the shit out of me.
They don't have ingredient listed.
I don't even bother reading it. You know me.
I'll look it up.
I read a few testimonials.
Because that thing with the brush supposedly did have some research.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I was going to buy the brush. The brush was like $200.
I've heard of that for years, that if you use an electric, like, brush...
Well, it sounds like it's the same kind of...
Listen,
probably is.
Smoking electric cigarettes.
But it only makes the hair you have
I'm
go
using
longer.
electric
It doesn't
contraptions
give
on
you
my
hair,
head.
I don't think.
You know, people have pacemakers. Some people, you know, that's an electric contraption for your heart.
No, I mean, there is. Something
You know, you heard of RoboCop? I'm RoboCell. Gonna have Robo hair. I got Robo cigarettes. What the hell?
So this is
well, you
like
know,
the-
they'll have a RoboCop.
So this is like the double play carcinogen thing going on here. Like
Sure, absolutely.
double your cancer chances. Can you smoke that
God
with the
forbid.
helmet on, please?
That's what I do at night. I put on the helmet. I get the rays going in there. So I sit back. This. That's it. Electro Man, right here. Great lungs, great head of hair. Who's better than me? Keep laughing, everybody. All you bald idiots out there. Keep smoking your cigarettes with your yellow fingers and your stinky breath and your bald-headed, disgusting looks. Look at me. Electric cigarette. New head of hair. I'm going to get the last laugh, pal.
More and more women, though, say that they break up with guys because they check their texting or their emails and shit.
Beth told me she would.
Yeah, I mean, that's a private thing. But, you know, like with me, like, and I could see why it's so tempting to some guys if they're insanely jealous, because even I would know how to, like, if my girlfriend or something left a cell phone there or a BlackBerry, even I would know how to go through their texts.
Yeah, how would Sal have ever found out his wife was messing around with a guy, you know?
Without that,
right?
Yeah.
That's easy to do.
143.
Yeah, see, you don't have to get a phone call. You just put in 143 and everything is said.
Yeah.
That's the greatness of text.
I mean, Sal did a shitty thing, like observed his wife's email, but then again, he found out she was fucking around.
Yeah, well, if you contact the cell phone company, you can get a printout, an itemized printout of every single text.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds like someone did that.
But not the dialogue, but every time it was sent and every time it came back. Every
because
single
you're
one.
the guy who pays the bill, and you may be saying, "Hey, I think my bill is wrong."
That's exactly it. And I requested it. And the crazy thing was, when I was in Disney after I got shot in the ass with a paintball gun, when I reviewed the paperwork, every time she was free, she was texting this guy. So she was at the pool, and to see that we're on vacation, and there was like 40 minutes worth of text in it, it was just.
She was like, he was on her mind, even though she was
While
on this
you're on vacation.
Yeah, I went fishing with my sons, and she was at the pool at that time.
And they were texting back and forth.
So when I went through everything, yeah.
But you'd get a divorce if you had enough money to do it.
I don't think so.
No, bullshit.
You know why? You know, everything that I've worked on, Howard, and I got this far. What am I going to do? Say that I'm going to leave her now? It just doesn't make any sense.
Oh, leave her and what? And have a woman who's into you?
Why have a woman who's into me? I mean, what's the point to go on
Because
with?
you'd have a nice home life. And
Think of all the money you'd save at the booths. Seriously, like you're at the booths because there's a hole in your life.
Yeah, but think of the money you'd
I'm at
waste
the
on
booths.
broads.
I'm at the booths because they have porn there you can't get anyplace else, and it gets me off.
Is that true?
Yeah. Well, I haven't gone.
You can't get the porn anywhere else but at a booth? I mean, a booth that's a very bizarre thing in this day and age when you can get porn right over the internet.
It's live.
You can't carry the internet. I can't carry my laptop on the train and jack one out. So, I go across the street to Penn Station and I toss one off, and it's like a sleeping pill. I pass out on the train.
Oh.
The only thing is that I talked about this on the air, and one day I came into Penn Station, there was a cop there. It's like, hey, Sal, you just left the booth. And I was like, oh, it was so embarrassing. This cop is shouting it across Penn Station.
Don't worry, the cop just left the booth.
What kind of porn do they have in the booth that you can't get?
Oh, they have everything, man.
Like what?
Just like real sick well, they have animal sex, which it's really like girls blowing German shepherds and stuff like that.
That was against the law.
Me too, but it's in there.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you what.
A lot of pee porn, a lot of poop porn.
I know you're really
not into poop and not.
Yeah, but you really are into some kinky fetishes. Like I can't watch any of those fetish films. They gross me up, but you love it. You love people spitting on each other.
I love spitting. I love the spitting.
I wonder what that's about.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Anger.
No, there's no anger on my end. There's no anger.
Supposedly, you should get an iPhone because you can load your porn right onto the iPhone and beat off on that.
Well, that's what I have it. I have it on my video. You bought me for Christmas a video iPod, and I put all my porn on there. Well, a few porns.
So then maybe you can just use that.
I do. I have done that. Like on the planes, I'll take the video iPod into the bathroom once in a while.
Oh, my God. Aren't you glad you got him there?
Well, I can't fly first class and have a $100 glass of wine, Robin, so I got to toss one off in the can.
Oh, my God.
Jeez. What am I supposed to do?
I could never beat off on a plane.
That's something I've never even done.
I don't even think I could beat off like if I was on a private plane going to Vegas and doing a show.
I remember one time I beat off on a plane. I was coming home from San Francisco with Levy. I didn't even wash my hands, and I patted him on the back when I was.
Oh, you see.
But I told Richard I was going to do that. Richard tosses off in the can all the time in the bathrooms too.
Oh, that's so gross.
But when you're bored out of your skull, what are you going to do?
Read a book on the plane.
You know how many? The only difference between me and you, Howard, is that you're a gentleman enough to say on the air that you don't do it. It's like a girl says she doesn't diddle.
You don't believe that he doesn't jerk off on a plane?
I find it very hard.
I've never done it.
In my life, it would never go down. First of all, I'd be so afraid there was a camera in there. I would just be like, and also it's so dirty and disgusting. It's
dirty in there. I get out as soon as I can.
It's the least sexual place ever. Like when I'm on a plane, I'm not thinking about sex. I'm just not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just out of it. But this doesn't appeal to me. It just sounds perverted.
Well,
it's
desperate,
and it's dirty in there, and it's gross. And you're standing up, and
you're also talking to a guy who's been married for 10 years, and hardly gets so it's a little tough.
I was married for 20 years.
He's single and married and everything else, and he's never done it.
Yeah, believe me.
What is the strangest place you've masturbated in? I think you said your mom's bed once, right?
Well, as a little kid, yeah.
Right. So that's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I was a little kid, and then I didn't even know how to do it. I ended up peeing on myself.
Did you?
Yeah. I was a kid. I didn't know what. I heard about jerking off for the first time, and I tried it. And then I said, "Well, something's supposed to come out." And I pissed.
See, that would have turned me on.
What?
Sal and I jerked off on the same flight.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Not together though, one after the other.
Yeah. Well, hey, Sal, did you just jerk off?
I came during the turbulence.
I'm gonna.
Artie, so he's ready to throw.
I mean, listen. I'm a slob too, but I would never do something like that either.
Who went first? Like, whose idea was it? And then all of a sudden you went, "Hey, that's a good idea too."
I think Richard went first, and then I said, "I'm going to go jerk off, not wash my hands," and then tap Levy on the back when I got, and that's how that went down.
It's so relaxing, because I get nervous on a plane, and that's one of the only ways. Drinking and jerking off. I'm totally relaxed.
But now you do sound retarded. There's no other way in the world a human being could relax.
No, I've tried, what's that drug that you relax with?
Xanax?
Xanax, and it didn't do a damn thing to me. But
that's true.
Off.
I gave Richard 4 Ambien once on a plane. 4. And he didn't go to sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, gee, that's a great story, you guys jerking off together.
Richard, I jerked over Idaho.
Are you done?
You ever get...
Sal revealed that he once jerked off in his bathroom closet while his aunt took a shit.
Yeah,
but
I know.
I didn't come to completion, though, pretty much.
That's good.
Shitting.
That's normal.
I mean, it turned you on that your aunt was shitting?
It was my cousin.
Oh.
In that one.
And she turned you on when she shits?
No, I was just hiding behind a louvered door that you could see out. It was a closet with towels in it. So
Sal's always hiding.
I know.
90% of Sal's sex is in hiding or in the dark.
I know.
I just don't even know what to think.
You know how dogs go out to hide when they take a shit? They go to hide.
And
That's
be
me with
honest.
my penis. I'm like a little dog.
So, that's what I'm thinking. You're like close to an animal.
Well, let me ask you this, Robin.
he
You're
is, yeah.
sexy. What's the strangest place that you've masturbated in?
In bed.
Yeah, I mean, that's generally where people do it.
Be honest though, Sal. Did you jerk off at Mutt's when you smelled the pants?
No, and that's
He did.
I swear on my children, number one, and number two, that scenario didn't go down like as a sexual thing.
Yeah, okay.
So I didn't, not at all.
Sure.
By the
All
way,
right,
panties
guys.
don't turn me on. They just don't. The strangest place I jerked off in was in a tanning booth when I used to go tanning in a tanning bed. Because it was I'm sorry, Artie.
I mean, look, I don't go tanning, but I would stop if I did go now.
When I was 17, we had a membership at a racquetball club, and you had the tanning bed for free. I didn't go for the racquetball. I figured out it was cheaper to get a membership and tan. So it was like a 45-minute bed there. So it was so goddamn boring. What I would do is I would prepare myself. I would go to the bathroom, get as much paper towels as I could, and then I'd just lay there, toss one off, and then pass out in the tanning bed. And it was very relaxing.
Yeah, but then what if somebody finds you?
No, you were locked in. It was you're locked in a room, so it was just.
Did any of your spooge get all over the tanning bed?
No.
Yeah, sure.
I would make like a turban around my cock. You know,
a turban around his cock. A cock turban.
You wrapped your cock in
yeah,
towel.
and then it would just pull off like a little helmet because it was like paper mache.
Like a mold.
Yeah, we make a mold. Yeah, and it worked great.
I think this schedule is finally getting to Richard, man, because Richard looks unhealthy.
Yeah, I'm looking at the belly.
He put on 22 pounds.
I did over the holidays. I'm trying to lose it, though. I'm eating healthy. They have
no, he's not.
They have Fresh Direct machine upstairs here now.
What's that, Fresh Direct?
It's like healthy meals you can buy. They're like $8.
What is fresh? I don't know. What
Upstairs here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Artie should go check it out.
I should. I didn't know
In the
about
break
that.
room,
But
yeah.
what kind? But you look. Believe me, I look awful too. But you look run down and like heavy and bloated.
Well, I'm not.
He's also an alcoholic.
Yeah, it's true. You know that the kind of boozing you do that really fucking takes.
Yeah, it's
makes
taking
it
its toll. You're starting to look old.
Really?
Yeah. You're letting it all happen, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get out of control last weekend with booze, did I?
Well, he got to the airport 2 hours early, and I didn't even think about it. I forgot because we haven't traveled in a while. He goes, because I got to start drinking right away. So he gets right to the airport, immediately sits down, and his new thing is champagne and mimosas.
Yeah.
So he'll put away like 2 bottles of champagne in one sitting.
That'll put weight on you.
And then
Yeah,
he gets
I
up, Howard, and you just start hearing like clink, 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 and it's a sandwich bag full of little booze bottles for the plane. And he brings that on the
You
plane.
drink 2 full bottles of champagne, and then you drink
And
little
then he
bottles.
has
on
many-
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a heavy problem.
I know.
What are you going to do about it?
No,
No
it's,
wonder 4 Ambien does nothing to you.
but I don't drink that heavy when I'm not flying. Like this weekend.
Oh, sure. Come on. We all saw you. We
You
see
must
you.
fly a lot then, because you look like a guy who drinks all the
He
time.
does. He finds excuses.
Well, I'm Irish too, so
You got that red face going.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I, when the plane takes off, I have to have a drink, or it's a habit of mine. I don't feel
Stop flying.
right.
Yeah, maybe it's time to give up the road.
Well, that's why I took that train trip. So
Yeah.
Which you drank on as
Yeah,
well.
and he packed booze.
Sal, you would tan for 45 minutes? Isn't that dangerous?
It was
and
back-
weren't you afraid to fall asleep at a tanning bed? Like, I would just be
They had
paranoid that it
time,
might
weren't
not.
they?
have time, but they could not. That could
Yeah.
malfunction.
It could malfunction. One time I bought one of those cheesy piece of shit lamps you plug in at home, It's like set it in
Tanning
for...
is that important to you?
It was for a little while. Once...
Because you look so much better.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I bought one of those lamps at home, and I did develop a few blisters on my face, and I never did it again.
Right.
It was like one of those heating lamps you see at McDonald's over the French fries.
Yeah.
That was on my face.
Oof.
And then I stopped doing... And that's when I got a little worried. And
Sal is so vain. Like when we went to Florida, he has to bring a huge suitcase just for 2 days to pack his hairspray,
His raccoon makeup.
and his hairspray
Wait.
leaked all over his clothes the other day.
it exploded.
It exploded on the plane, and it leaked out like all over his
But-
suitcase.
Was he
Okay.
all upset?
Yeah, he was pissed.
Yeah, but okay.
Hairspray. You hardly have any hair. What are you spraying it?
I'm spraying whatever's left so it doesn't move around.
Oh, my God.
But I'll tell you one thing. I
think you're that handsome?
No, I don't, but I like to look good. You look good.
Yeah, but I mean-
there's nothing wrong with being clean and manicured.
But hairspray?
Well, if I didn't have hairspray, my hair would just go straight down. I'd look
wow.
I'd look like a monk. Like the fucking guy from Dumb and Dumber. I like my hair to look decent.
I mean, the hairspray keeps it up like that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow.
Is there really anything wrong with? I mean,
But it's a
hairspray. Today's day and age.
And it's a special hairspray from Bumble and Bumble. Like, he won't use just any hairspray.
All right, so I carry, but you know what? I carry shirts and pants like a normal human being to a club.
Yeah, Richard doesn't even have to
Nothing.
pack. Yeah.
Nothing. One pair of pants, one shirt for a whole weekend.
That's if you're a man, that's all you need.
Don't you feel
No, if
like,
you're a
don't you feel
caveman.
like- Don't you feel like changing once in a while and cleaning up?
No, I like the ease of just taking a duffel bag when you go on a trip.
I can, but you see, from years on the road, I've developed. I know how to get pants and shit into a duffel bag. I can fold it right. I mean, so say you do a show, and then you go back to the hotel room.
What
You
about
get
your
undressed, and then what do? You sleep in your underwear.
Uh-huh.
You get up, you shit, and then
you wear the same underwear.
Same underwear.
Same underwear. He wears the same blazer he wears on stage the next morning at breakfast. And then he wears it the same night. Like, I saw Richard, we did a show Friday night, and Saturday afternoon I'm having lunch with him, and I go, Richard, is that the same outfit as yesterday? He's like, yeah, what's the problem? Oblivious.
And he doesn't bring a toothbrush either when he travels for the weekend, right? You
I'll
don't bring
never
a toothbrush.
forget it. They have them at hotels usually.
No, you don't use a toothbrush the whole weekend, do you?
It doesn't, no.
Be honest.
Yeah, I usually skip that on the weekends.
Howard, we're in the hotel in the
that's
Does his
unreal.
breath just stink?
It doesn't smell, though. I think it's all the alcohol kills the germs.
The vodka, yeah.
When you wake up, isn't your mouth all pasty? You just want to clean it and clean your teeth? and get
Yeah,
all
but
the-
then I have a coffee or a Coke, and it's fine.
And then it's stinking Coke and stinking coffee mixing together.
We're doing a show in Illinois.
It's so gross.
We're doing a show in Illinois one weekend, and we have to leave. And I'm brushing my teeth, and Richard goes, "What the hell are you brushing your teeth for? We're on vacation."
Yeah, why take care of yourself?
Vacation from teeth brushing.
It's a burden.
You had more than 18 cavities, man. That's
I
how
did.
fucked up you are. 18 cavities.
I got them filled, though.
Yeah. And there's going to be more
Have
on the
you
way.
been back to the dentist since then?
Once, yeah.
Don't you? What did he say? You need to take better care of your teeth.
Yeah, they scolded me for not flossing.
Flossing? You're not
Yeah.
brushing. You're not. I mean, don't you? When food gets caught between your teeth, don't you want to just clean it out? Like I carry toothpicks. I mean, I just
don't notice that stuff like most people, I guess.
Wow.
How do you not notice it? How do you not notice you feel clammy and disgusting?
I don't know.
Well, it's I even took Sal to my old house in Florida, my
Oh,
warehouse.
shit.
When you live in a warehouse for 8 years and you shower once about every 2 or 3 weeks, when you shower once every 3 days, that's like living the high life.
Where would you shower?
He'd hose
Outside.
himself off. Don't you remember?
Oh, that's right. But back then, didn't you think about, like, now you got a girlfriend, and God knows I don't know how. But
She's a saint.
But she is. But
She
back
is.
then, first of all, she's going to wise up to it. You got to start washing yourself. Back then, would you ever try to get abroad? I mean, like, where you shower for 3 weeks?
You know what? After about 5 years of not getting laid, I gave up, and I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to be a man. I'm not going to shower. I was kind of doing it in protest of women because I was so angry about it. I used to love like walking up next to a hot chick at a bar and stinking and stuff. It's kind of my way of saying, you know what, I don't need
Your kind of
you.
way of admitting you're gay.
Well, no, I was an angry guy because I didn't get
You
laid.
didn't get laid for 10 years, right?
Yeah.
You're not an angry guy.
But you
Well-
weren't getting laid because you smelled. It was self-perpetuating.
Well,
And you didn't brush your teeth, and you looked disgusting.
after a while, that's the
Yeah.
reason, yeah.
After a while, I think that was the reason from the very beginning.
When's the last time you showered now?
Sunday, I think.
Sunday.
If you have to go
No.
after that question, you're fucked.
Wait a minute.
You're a pig.
Today's
It's fucking
Thursday.
Thursday, man.
Is it?
Dude.
Nobody answers to when's the last time you showered.
When did you shower?
You know, my shower curtain was in the wash. So
Shower curtains in the wash?
Yeah.
Just buy a
His
new
shower
one. How
curtain
much
The
is
gets
shower
much more than he
curtain gets
does.
the shower.
shower curtain's like $3. You
No,
go to
I like
fucking Walmart.
I got a nice one with like a painting on it and stuff, and I washed it. And I didn't want to get water all over the bathroom.
There's
so.
a painting on your shower curtain.
And it takes 3 days to get your shower curtain washed?
Yeah, well, I do drop off laundry. So.
Wait, I don't.
They make these liners, Richard, that cost $2.
Yeah, it's called a liner.
It's
That's
Thursday.
the thing. It's a liner. That's what Rob is talking about. That's what I'm talking about. In other words, you have the regular beautiful shower curtain, and then behind it is a plastic liner.
Oh,
The plastic liner is like $3, $5.
I'll have to pick one of those up.
Yeah, and it lasts for months, and then you throw it out when it starts to get
when you take
shit
it in,
on
you
it.
get another one.
Months. It lasts for years.
Right.
Most families.
Or maybe take a bath if you have to get rid of your shower curtain.
Yeah.
Wash your balls and your asshole.
I always, I get busy with something. I'll be working here or at home. I'll be playing guitar, and I just don't think about showering.
Richard,
It's like last thing on my mind.
4 days. It's 4 days. Like, how many shits have you taken since then?
Oh, probably 8. About 2 a day.
I mean, come on, 2 a day. I did, again, this has gone from like goofing around with Richard to where I want to call human resources.
You taking 8 shits and you didn't want to wash your asshole out with water and soap? No. You like it. You like it smells.
He does.
He does.
There is something manly about.
Do you like to put your finger down there and smell it?
I do. In between my balls and my thigh.
Jesus.
I'm sorry for anybody that's eating breakfast out there, but there's nothing better than taking your 2 fingers, rubbing it between your nuts and your thigh, and you get that man smell,
Mm.
You get a coyote smell, is what you get. A man smell.
What is that smell? Oh, that's man.
Like, what did you
I
just
smell coyote.
Dude, you're almost 40. What did you just say?
It's like a musk. It's like natural.
It's like a cheesy smell.
Can we interview his girlfriend? Because there's no way she's fucking you.
She
like
must
that.
have had a stroke and has no sense of smell.
Well, I shower when we're together.
When you're making love.
Yeah.
How do you get the crust off? I mean, my God, you've been building it up for days.
I can't make love to you. I can't get the crust off.
I don't have a
Richard,
shower curtain.
Richard, do you know how little you've experienced with life? If that is like something you say, there's nothing better than. There's nothing better than doing what you just said.
Right, 2 fingers
Well, yeah.
between
I can
the
think of
balls
about
and
100
the teeth.
things.
I'm a simple person. I enjoy simple things.
There's thousands of things within a block
Right.
of the studio that are better than that.
Well, I enjoy that
Yeah,
too.
why
but
is he in New York City when that's all he needs?
So your girlfriend doesn't shower either, I guess. 'cause
No,
then
she does.
But the shower curtain's not there, so
yeah,
she's...
she got water all over the floor. She just put a towel down.
Does she live with you?
Uh-huh.
So
She
you-
has
you
for
don't-
2 or 3 years.
So you
yeah.
don't
Oh, my
fuck?
God.
You don't
Yeah,
fuck
that'd
but
be-
Sunday through
So
Thursday?
she's smelling you for 4 days, stinking.
I thought she only saw you occasionally. She's living with your
Oh, yeah.
unwashed ass?
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah.
She
She's
doesn't
cool.
say
She don't mind.
shower?
She likes the smell.
Once in a while, she'll say, you got to get in the shower. She'll smell smell my breath. She'll tell me when I need to brush my teeth.
Like a dog, you take it down for a cleaning. After you get a whiff of shit in the house, like time to get the dog cleaned. That's
Richard,
what it's like with him and his girlfriend.
You guys sleep in the same bed?
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, wouldn't you like to just, like, wouldn't, if it's like, I don't know, do you plan, you're young people, you plan every fuck that you every time you fuck?
He fucks her all dirty like that.
Yeah, I mean, on a Tuesday night, you never roll over and go, hey, I'm a little horny, and you try,
If I do, then I jump in the shower first.
that's
Sure,
good.
Yeah,
sure.
right.
First
Scrub down.
First of all, you don't. Second of all, who wants to go through that? Just be clean all the time.
Hey, guess what?
too
You'll be
hard.
prepared all the time.
Come on, honey,
Yeah.
blow my smelly balls.
It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah,
I
but
bet you
if you
she's-
don't smell
I
anything,
bet you she's
it means
blown
I
him
want
after.
sex.
I bet you she's blown him after 4 days of not brushing his teeth and
sure,
cleaning
sure.
his balls and ass.
Right.
I bet you she has.
He subjected her to everything.
That's the truth, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know when I shower and when I
Stick
don't.
your finger in my smelly ass.
Nothing better than that.
And then she's a drinker too, right?
Not like me, no.
You want to smell something good?
To me, my favorite things are drinking and smelling my taint and
taint.
balls.
You've talked about doing that, Howard.
Yeah, but I mean, I've done that like coming out of the gym and stuff to check that I'm really
And then
rank.
he goes and takes a
Then I
shower.
then I bathe down, dude. I'd shower at least once a day, if not twice.
You should, I mean, or jump
Yeah.
in the Hudson or something.
Yeah, that's cleaner.
It's cleaner than me, yeah.
I don't know. That's really gross, man.
That is El Stivo. I wake up in the morning, the first thing I got to do, even before anything happens, you brush your teeth and get all that shit out of your mouth. It's grimy after a night of sleep, and I don't know how you go days. It's weekend. I don't have to worry
just take
about
some coffee.
And
it. Weekends, I like to relax and not brush my teeth.
We're on vacation. Why are you brushing your teeth?
And how
Sal, what are you doing?
It's Martin Luther King's birthday. I'm not brushing my teeth.
Hey, and
Every
how
day's a
often?
holiday.
How often is he doing that shit here and then touching everything?
I don't go near him.
Well, even if he hasn't done that shit, he's done it at some point and not washed, and he's touching everything.
I say hi to Richard like from a distance. Like I'll look into Richard and Sal's room and I just go, "Hey guys," and then I just walk right
Yeah,
by.
I stand at the door. I don't go through the
You
threshold.
used to come in our studio every morning. And
Not anymore. Once you
that
started telling
changed.
me, yeah.
Yeah, at one point it smelled like a locker room in there. And we
Well, this asshole would go to karate, and he would bring his gear in the morning because he would go to karate after work later on, and he never washed it.
Yeah.
So he would hang his filthy, sweaty, piss-smelling robe in our studio, and it just smelled like a locker room.
whole thing
and he never, ever
Someone
washes
told
it.
me he left his bag for his gym bag with clothes in it for 2 months, and they opened it up. It smelled like a dead body.
Oh, it did.
Oh.
But he's still wearing those clothes. Like that dead body smell doesn't affect Richard. He'll just go in there, put that dead body shit on him.
Did anyone complain
And-
at your karate school? Or
Nobody has yet. No.
you still go?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You have to wash your gi.
I do every once in a while.
Richard, you're gross. Really, it's not. You should move
Yeah,
out
he
of the
doesn't
New
care,
York
Artie.
City.
There is no way of embarrassing him into
You're not
being
embarrassing
better.
him. He's if you notice, he
loves it.
smiles when he admits
like a
to all
retard.
that.
He loves it.
He likes it.
It's a manly thing to me.
But did
I'm
you ever
sorry.
hear us fucking with Wendy the retard when we go, "Do you ever smell your own shit?" Yes. You're the exact same interview.
Except he's not retarded.
Well, I don't know.
Well, there's
And by the
an
way,
argument
there's
there.
no way you're doing a lot of karate. I mean, you have an enormous belly now. I mean, there's
Yeah,
no way you're
I'm not.
working out.
I'm not doing it as near as much
Yeah.
as I should.
Right.
And my diet gets crazy on the weekends with Chinese food and pizza and stuff like that.
You need a size 50 black belt.
It's like Elvis.
I'm the size of a dojo
I
now.
could barely lift my leg like Steven Seagal.
Toward the end, Elvis was wearing a cape with like a little superhero cape, and he had those bell bottoms that were too short. It almost looked like a cross between like a Star Trek uniform, like when Kirk wore those pants and they had those bell bottoms.
Right, it's jumpsuit.
Yeah, it was a cross between Superman and a Star Trek uniform, and then he was so fat, and he paid a karate instructor to give him a black belt. Like he just wanted the black belt. He didn't care if he had the power to
And
back
then
it
he'd
up.
do the poses on stage. That's all he could do.
He'd do his kata on the stage while he was singing Suspicious Minds, and then he'd be doing his Shotokan pose.
And try to kick his leg up.
Yeah.
He looked like Artie in a white jumpsuit.
It was like Chris Farley doing karate.
Sal, didn't you try karate and they humiliated you or something?
A long time ago.
All right. All right, boys.
All right,
Fascinating glimpse into the world of Richard and Sal.
Isn't it a little embarrassing to
It is,
for Howard to be calling you, filthy and smelly, and then your buddy over here is piling on?
I know. I mean, you work here for enough time, and you try not to let things faze you.
But I thought you were brushing regularly and washing more often.
I am.
'Cause we talked about this a while back. What you did with Howard, and it seemed to have had an effect on you a little bit.
A little bit, but old habits are hard to break, and I'm 34 now. I'm getting old, and I have habits, bad habits, and that part of that's not brushing and showering and stuff. And I get busy. Me and Sal are busy guys. We got prank calls to make. We got songs to do, balls to sniff, and sometimes showering's just not part of my schedule.
Just think, if Richard was showering while we were at a department store recently, we would have never recorded the new bit, Nicholas Gers.
Yeah.
So, you got to know what your priorities are.
Or if I was showering while we did the retarded flu call, that call would have never happened.
Right. Or if he was showering when he did Brown Mounds, it would have never have happened.
If I was showering right now, you wouldn't be getting this interview.
Right.
So what should I do? Do this interview or go shower?
You're right. You should
shower.
not shower, I guess.
Tim, do I stink, really? Smell me.
Just got handed a note out in the hallway, for those of you who are following anything that happens in the hallway.
Yes.
Ronnie, the limo driver / security guard, just got woken up in his chair by Sal banging cymbals near his ear.
So he does sleep out there.
Yeah, they caught him.
What's his thing? He's supposed to be the guard.
We'll have video in a second. It's really funny.
I always love that. I love to see that. Well, good. Wake his ass up. He should be guarding me.
He's not happy.
What did he do?
He's not
he
happy.
He slammed the door, and now he just left the compound.
How could he be upset? He wasn't doing his job.
Like that he's upset.
So who's protecting anything right now?
And you mean he
we're
left?
on our
If he
own.
left the compound.
Yeah, why would he leave the compound? He's supposed to be guarding me.
He might have gone to change his diaper.
Probably shit his pants.
Yeah.
It's the second time this month. Oh, here we go.
Fred needs audio.
I've got it.
Oh, there's Ronnie sleeping. Well, he's out cold.
Yeah, and he says he doesn't.
Second time this month they caught him sleeping. Uh-oh, here they go.
Oh, my God.
Oy vey.
You hit it.
All right, man?
Oh, that's great.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm sick of you motherfuckers.
Slam the door on them.
Yeah, but
But he's sleeping on the job.
yeah, is he sleeping so he can stay up late running around?
Because
Ron,
he
you
goes
can't,
out.
you can't sleep here, dude. That's really crazy.
I mean, that's your job. Even Artie knows not to sleep.
Knows
Boy,
that
dude.
Ronnie can't sleep.
God, sleeping sounds so good
There's
right
certain
now.
jobs you can't sleep through.
I got to see that again. When's that going on Howard TV? The fans need that one.
That should be on tonight.
I love Ronnie's.
I'll be on one of tonight's Daily Show.
On tonight's show?
It'll be on tomorrow night after midnight.
Oh, tomorrow night after midnight.
I love Ronnie stealing all my
Here,
fucking
listen,
bits.
listen quietly, because maybe you'll hear him say something. There he is. He's asleep. Here comes Sal. Ronnie slams the cymbal.
He's trying to get him.
He tries to punch him, but he hits the cymbal.
Fuck out of here.
That's the.
Sick of you motherfuckers.
All right, man? Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sick of you motherfuckers.
And he slams the door like that's wrong to wake him up.
Yeah, I think Ronnie goes out at night now. You know, he's
That's
single
what I'm
Ronnie.
thinking, yeah.
You know.
Fooling around.
Good for him, man. But still, you got to get your work done. It's ridiculous, Howard. I'll talk to him.
Talk to him for me, Artie. I'm putting you in charge of that. Describe how he's going down the wrong path.
What do you want?
I just want to get your. I want to know why you fell asleep.
None of your fucking business. Maybe it's boring around here.
I just need to get a straight answer.
I need for you to get the fuck out of here.
Oh, that's what he brought in.
Leave me alone.
I saw some stuff out there. Look at all the burgers again.
Look at these animals here.
Wait,
look
what?
at this.
What's
Look at,
going on
look
here?
in the
Wait, wait.
background. Look what's going on.
You could jump in.
Chris,
Jason do his thing.
so for people who don't know the radio business, it's very rare to get free food. So right here at the end of the show on Thursday, Bobby Flay and his people were nice enough to send up a bunch of free burgers, as Salas told everyone, taste like pussy. That's how good they are. And the entire floor...
Animals. They're like friggin' animals.
And now
Look at 'em.
convened around our free food table. Interns, radio guys, the Howard TV guys. The news people are here, and they're just literally as they were unpacking. The woman couldn't unpack the boxes. Everyone's crowding around her and shit. I grabbed the burger. Sal grabbed this for me. But I told Ronnie, I'm like, hey Ronnie, take charge of this situation. You know, you got 8,000 people crowding around the table. Everyone's pushing each other. Shit's getting messy. You know, form a line, do something, keep the hall clear. But Ronnie fucking
And he's
jack
not doing
shit.
that.
No, where the fuck did Ronnie go? He grabbed his burger and he fucking left.
Well, I've never seen. We've gotten food up here. You know, it's a rare occasion. This food I've never seen food disappear so fast.
Ronnie, who's the first one to take a burger?
Well, Scott the engineer was the first one to circle, but he didn't take anything. He first circled, but he didn't take it though. The first one to take was Richard Christie.
Yeah.
What do you get?
Then Scott the engineer. But Scott was here first to circle. See what's going on? He's going. Are we? Is this for us? Is this for us?
And he's back. Look.
Yeah, we have one.
Oh, there he is again. Look at him.
Oh, really?
And we're building one in Paramus.
Look at him. Look at him sneaking his big
Yeah,
arm
right
in.
in the Bergentown Center. Yeah, Bergentown Center.
And he saw these people waiting outside the door. So if we wouldn't have woke up Ronnie, I wouldn't be eating this delicious burger right now. So Ronnie would be happy we woke you up.
What's up, Brian Fallon?
How are you, Chris?
Good. How was that burger?
A little rare for my taste, but I think it was enjoyable.
Would you compare it to pussy like Sal did?
And it's probably one of the best spots to watch.
A little meatier.
Doug, how was your Bobby Flay burger?
It was good. It was really good.
What would you?
Tastes like.
My weird reaction is that you just think that you're a genius at everything. You're good at radio. That's it.
Tastes like a burger. It was good. Actually, it was one of the best burgers I've had for, I guess, this style. Which I don't know if it's like a fast food formula they have. I don't know. Is this like a takeout place only? If it is, it's really damn good.
Sal, how's that burger, man?
Well, the first day I got my iPhone, I this guy emailed me and said, hey, you want to get porn on your iPhone, here's the website. And he sent me a great website.
You know what it tastes like?
You know what it tastes like?
It tastes like your cock. Delicious.
Talking about it, the inventor of cereal, talking about taking your memories and your brain and putting it on a... Yeah.